And some people are complaining, by the way, about how many songs Vox has. Not around here, partner. Not around here. Yeah. We support Christian moral supremacy in this house, okay? Oh, I saw somebody on TikTok ranking all of the songs, and they put last. They put it last. They put it in last place. Biblical reference, not the Omega verse, guys. Very important. God says, I'm your alpha, your omega, and everything in between. Oh, wait. Maybe that's Nicki Minaj. Hey guys, my name's Lena and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. We are finally going to do it. The Hazbin Hotel Season 2 every single song tier list. I'm so excited. I actually tried to film this video like 3 or 4 days ago, but unfortunately it took me over an hour to get through the first 5 songs. So I'm like, no. No. We can't all be Skyen, okay? We can't all make 7-hour long YouTube videos and call it a day. If it took me a whole hour to get through 5 of the songs and there are 20 of them, that wasn't gonna happen. So we're gonna do it again, and this time we're gonna be speedy. We're gonna do it with some urgency, hoping and praying this video isn't like over an hour long. I would love to keep it under that, guys. So hold me accountable. If it's over an hour long, like boo me in the comments or something. Actually, don't. I'm sensitive. Don't boo me, guys. That was a joke. Okay, so we are going to be doing this tier list a little differently than how I guess a tier list would typically be done. And this is also definitely the reason it took me so long last time. But we aren't doing just one tier list. We aren't doing just 2 tier lists. We're doing 3 whole different tier lists of the same songs. And you might be thinking, Lena, why? Why are we doing 3 different tier lists of the same exact songs? And I will answer you, you curious little guy. I'll let you know right now. It's because we are going to be grading these songs based off of 3 separate different criteria. Different, I love synonyms. Number 1, first and foremost, Hazbin Hotel is a musical. And the point of songs in a musical is to progress the plot, establish characters, establish mood, move the story along. Like in a musical, the songs serve a purpose. So this first tier list is just how good I think the song is as far as how it aids the story as a whole. Like, do I think it accomplishes what it set out to accomplish? Do I think it's a necessary song? This is what I'm grading here. And then the second tier list is going to be all about visuals. It's going to just be about how, mostly animation, how gorgeous I think the animation is, but also, you know, a little bit like of compositing, like if it just like looks stunningly beautiful. That's what I'm grading on this tier list. And then finally, the last tier list is just how much I like the song. You know, the normal, what you expected when you clicked on this video is what this tier list is. This is just how much I like the song. So 3 tier lists, 20 songs, under an hour, hopefully under 2. Under 2, guys. We can do it. Let's get started. So first off, we are starting with Hazbin Guarantee, parentheses, trust us. So the thing about Hazbin Guarantee is it doesn't progress the plot at all. Like, no substantial changes are made throughout the course of the song. Where Charlie is at the beginning of the song is pretty much exactly where she is at the end of the song. No plot is progressed. Unless you want to include like that one girl that gets famous and then canceled throughout the course of the song. But that doesn't really affect the plot of the show. So this song doesn't really move the story along. But also, that's not what it's meant to do, right? This is an opening number, and the purpose of an opening number is different. It has some different criteria that it goes by. It's to establish the characters, or re-establish the characters in this case. It's to establish setting, establish tone, themes, maybe foreshadow where it's going in the future. And honestly, with all of that, I think Hazbin Guarantee is just like a fantastic song. Like, I think it really executes everything it's supposed to execute perfectly, and I want to talk about that. So first off, reestablishing characters is what I think this song really excels at, and you can particularly see it in this scene here. And did I mention it's free? It's worth the price. I'll be nice. Full of drunks, full of full of stinky floors covered in junk. Like, all of the characters having their own line, like their own one-liner that reestablishes dynamics, establishes who they are as a person. And like, you could go bit by bit into this. It's like, Alistair, it's worth the price. Like, he's demeaning the hotel. Vaggie, I'll be nice, she's protecting Charlie in her dream. You can clearly see who each of the characters are based off of that simple interaction. I also love that throughout this entire song, if you like just focus on Baxter's face, you'll see how utterly creeped out he is by everything that's happening all the time. Another character interaction moment that I want to point out is here. Ugh, hey perv, hands off the chest fluff. I love how it so nicely establishes Angel and Cherry's friendship, because that's a big part of who both of them are, especially in this season. They really rely on each other. And so I think it's really cute that you can see Angel push the creep off and then Cherry freaking kick him to the sky. I think that's so iconic. Cherry is so cool. And most importantly for this song, at least for the first half of the song, is that it establishes where Charlie is mentally. She's really following Alistair's season 1 advice here, where she's like keeping on a smile when clearly she's like crippling on the inside. You can see her going around trying to keep her positive attitude. Just look at her facial animation. Like, she's so desperate for this to work, and you can see it even when she's putting on her front. But there's a part in the song where they just completely drop that front, and it's my favorite part of the song as far as characterization goes. As redemption is possible, I really hope, cause if it isn't, then my whole life's been a fucking joke, and my friend died for no reason, and I'm never gonna cope from watching him get fucking murdered right in front of me last month. There's a bar. That whole scene, I love it so much. I think it's so good. She says it right there, straightforwardly. Those are what her fears is. Like, her hotel's a joke, her friend died for no reason, she's wasting her time, nothing she's been working toward is going to amount to anything, she's gonna be a failure. Like, all of her struggles that we need to know for this season are just told to us right there. And I don't really think this is a bad example of show don't tell, because I mean, you could look at subtext and tell this anyway, but I think them clearly telling us her worries at the beginning of the song really makes sense for how Charlie acts during the rest of the season. A lot of people really hated Charlie this season and found her annoying, and she was annoying, but I feel like people aren't giving, I don't know, her enough credit. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should make a whole video like defending Charlie, but I think the way Charlie acts and behaves this season is very on brand, very on character. It's like understandable from a human aspect. And I feel like this really shows immediately what she's struggling with. So when she keeps doing self-destructive and destructive towards everyone around her behavior, you understand where she is mentally and where she's coming from. But I really like that scene. I like this whole song, like plot-wise. I think it does a really good job. Obviously, it establishes setting, like the whole song is just showing Baxter around the hotel. So you get to see what the new hotel looks like. It's full of people. It's awesome. This song also tells you how far this takes place after season 1, because she says Serpent just died last month. So, you know, everything that happened in season 1 was a month ago, which is nice. Yeah, this whole part establishes characters, establishes where Charlie is at mentally, which is important, shows us around the hotel. Very, very good. And then the song switches. That's right, baby. So the second half of the song is doing exactly what the first half of the song did, but this time for the Vees. I love the Vees, if you couldn't tell based off of the backdrop. Anyway, the second half of the song serves to set up who the Vees are, like reestablish the Vees. And I think what's really good about the Vees part is that immediately it establishes a running motif that flows throughout this entire season, which is the fact that Vox can't do anything like original. Like, everything Vox builds, he builds on the backs of either using other people or just like stealing their ideas or what they already have. And then first song, switches from Charlie's song to, oh, nope, now it's Vox's song. And we see this so much throughout the season, and I am going to point it out every single time it happens, but I think that's really cute. So it establishes who Vox and the Vees are as people, and it's a like foil contrast, I guess, to what Charlie's doing. A thing I think is really funny about this song is like the sort of foreshadowing. I think it's really funny that later on in the season, Vox publicly bashes Charlie because she thinks sinners need to change everything about themselves to get into heaven, which she kind of does. But I also think it's funny because here in this song, the Vees are changing literally everything about this girl to get her famous. But the difference is Charlie is trying to change people for the better so they can have better, while the Vees are trying to change people for their own gain, I suppose. Let's start with a killer fit. Let's get filler in those lips. Wax that gooch and pull that strip. Snip, snip, snip. And then when they no longer need her, they cast her out. We're finished. I'm not kidding. Get the frick out of my building. Get the frick out of my building. Bitch. This song introduces us to so many running themes that happen within the season, which obviously is the opening number, but I don't really think people think about it. Like, this song warns against the issues of overexposure and being canceled, which obviously are things that Charlie deals with throughout the season. And then obviously there's like a little bit of foreshadowing at the end as well, where Vox is like, trust me, just me. Trust me, just me. Trust us. No, I meant to say us. Yeah, okay. As far as how this song works for the plot, it's great. I really think they couldn't have done any better. S tier. And then visuals. Okay. I would like to start this off by saying Hazbin Hotel is a pretty show. Hazbin Hotel is a pretty show. Everything always looks pretty, okay? Nothing ever looks bad. I mean, I'll tell you if I think something looks bad, but typically nothing ever looks bad. There's like already a high standard, okay? So if I rate something low in terms of visuals, I'm not saying anything about the colors or like the characters necessarily. It's just like nothing in the animation necessarily stood out to me. And Hazbin Guarantee is one of those songs where the animation didn't necessarily stand out to me a lot. I do really like the part where Charlie and Vaggie are like hugging while they're flying. We can live in harmony. You should follow me on Instagram. That's the Hazbin Guarantee. Oh, the compositing team, they did their big one with that. I don't know, when I first saw that, like the lighting, it's just so pretty to me. Oh, and then like the backlit, or I guess the front lit, Baxter. It looks so nice. When Charlie's having her mental breakdown, I love how floppy and loosey-goosey they were with Charlie's animation this season. I don't really know how to describe it besides floppy and loosey-goosey, but she was just like, I don't know, like her character model kept like breaking, but like on purpose. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I think this like her how paranoid, like I think this looks really good. And I love how when she's like crumbling down in front of the fireplace, she goes into arc. She's like like she goes, let me see if I can find it, whoosh down, whoosh down, and then she like crumbles onto her knees. She's so dramatic, and then her she's so cute. I love how they animate Charlie this season. Oh, and also, like randomly, I really like how they animated Velvet's hair flip here. I don't know, I think that's random thing to point out. I think that's really cute. But you know, like as a whole, and I could be forgetting something, you guys feel free to tell me if I'm forgetting something. But like as a whole, Hazbin Guarantee is a solid C tier in visuals. Again, very pretty, but that's because everything's pretty. Something has to go in the lower tiers, guys, okay? Not everything can be S tier. And then how much I like the song? I like the song. I think it's good. Solid B tier song. I think it's because it's the song I've heard the most because it was the first to be early released. So I've just listened to it so many times that maybe like I'm sick of it a little bit. But I don't know. I really liked it when I first heard it. I think it's a good song. I don't really have any complaints about it. So yeah, solid B tier in terms of how much I like it. Next, we are going to talk about Once We Get Up There. So the really fun thing about Once We Get Up There is that Once We Get Up There is a I Want song. Oh, it's an I Want song. And the best thing about that is that I Want songs are typically reserved for like Disney princesses. Like Ariel's Part of Your World, or like Moana's. Wait, what's Moana's I Want song called? And no one knows how far it goes. How far it goes? Is that what it's called? Or like Princess and the Frog, Almost There, right? It's the song where the Disney princess, as you could probably guess, tells us what she wants. And it pretty much sets up the rest of the story. Like whether she ends up getting what she really wants or she doesn't, it is like the through line that connects the rest of the film, or in this case, the season. And I don't want to act like I Want songs are like reserved only for Disney princesses, because there are plenty of villain I Want songs as well, like Hellfire, I guess, from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think would be considered a I Want song. And then most like applicable to this is Be Prepared. This song is so Be Prepared, especially the ending. Like, they ain't even trying to hide it. It's so Be Prepared. Once I get up there. But the reason I would consider this to be more of a Disney Princess I Want song than to a like villain I Want song is first because typically the Disney Princess I Want song is like the first or second song we get in the film. Like the Disney Princess I Want song happens early in the film because it establishes what happens throughout the rest of the film. Like it needs to happen in Act 1, or else like what are we going to follow for the rest of the acts? While the villain I Want song typically happens like third act or like second act. Like it establishes the final conflict as opposed to establishing the whole story, if you know what I mean. The second reason I would compare this more to a Disney Princess I Want song is because Hazbin Hotel Season 2 follows Vox. Vox is the main character, protagonist, like Vox is who we follow in this season. He's the main character this season. And you can pretty much tell that just by looking at how many freaking songs he's in. And some people are complaining, by the way, about how many songs Vox has. Not around here, partner. Not around here. Yeah. We support Christian moral supremacy in this house, okay? But Vox is the main character. Vox is the Disney princess. Vox gets the Disney Princess I Want song, not Charlie. Charlie got the Disney Princess I Want song last season. Although I will say, last season, there were significantly less songs, so they combined the opening number and the Disney Princess I Want song. I think it's less effective than Has Been Guaranteed as an opening number, but very effective as Charlie's I Want song. Like, Happy Day in Hell is a very good Charlie I Want song, and it does establish the setting very well, but it doesn't really establish any character besides Charlie really well. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, this is an I Want song, and they tell you what they want in the song. It's perfect. And then another thing, I said that one of the common motifs that is explored in this season is that Vox can't be original. Like, he always has to covet something that someone else already has. And again, it's being showed here. He doesn't want to be a new thing. He wants to be God. He wants to be God. But another like theme or trend that flows throughout this season is spotlighting Vox's most like, I don't know what word I'm looking for, desirable trait, like Vox's best trait. I don't know, which is his charisma. It's his best feature. It's what he uses to manipulate people. And he's using it in this song. At the very beginning of this song, he's like, we're gonna rule heaven. Any questions? And then Valentina's like, but like, why? They're like, but why do we need to rule heaven? And so Vox is like, let me tell you why we need to rule heaven. And this song is just him maxing out his freaking D&D charisma stat to get the others on his side. It's not what heaven is, It's what it could be with new management in charge, like you and me. Once we get up there and snag that angelic throne, our unholy trinity could make their realm our own. And then they eventually start joining in. Think of all your dreams that could come true. Even the wet ones? Yeah, those too. Imagine what it could enable for my label. Yes, it's so cute how they just join in. Another bit of characterization, another thing. Oh, Vox. Vox is such a good villain. He's such a, or just a good character. Vox is such a good character. Another theme that runs throughout this entire season, I was about to say song, but throughout this entire season is that Vox is deeply insecure. Vox is so deeply insecure, and you can just see it popping out in this song. To everyone who doubted me, your doubting days are done. You'll be cornered, trapped, and tortured. Then I'll end you just for fun. He so badly just wants to say, I told you so to everyone who like doesn't respect him the way he thinks he should be respected. And I just know he was thinking of Alistair while he was singing the freaking song. Cornered, trapped, and tortured, I'll end you just for fun. That's exactly what he says to Alistair. Well, not exactly, but same sentiment. That's what he says to Alistair during When I Think About the Future. You just know he was thinking about Alistair during the song. But you get a little glimpse into his insecurity, which you also got in his one and only song. I guess not one and only. He sang a little bit in the finale. But in his song in season 1, Stayed Gone. So we're expanding upon what we already know about him. That he's just a little guy. Another bit of characterization that I think is really fun that happens in this song is that when they're like imagining the angels, what each V imagines the angels doing in their mind really shows who they are as a person. And that doesn't make any sense just saying it like that, but let me show you. So like here, 100 billion souls await every command. Here, when Vox imagines the angels, he imagines them obeying his every command, but you also see them carrying him and like hailing him like a king, like a ruler. When he thinks of the angels, he thinks of them being subservient to him in a way where they praise him like a god. And here you see them bowing to him. But when you see Valentino imagine the angels, he imagines himself, and it's not funny, but he imagines himself forcing himself on one of the angels. Like, look at the angel's face. Like, this is Valentino's own fantasy, and in the fantasy, like, it's not consensual, which is so crazy. But that's just who Valentino is as a person. So you see him forcing himself on the angels, and then Velvet, that little cutie, tear off their wings and make them dresses, period. So like using them for her own personal gain, for her own personal brand, right? A little bit more characterization of the Vees. I think it's really cute. We'll rule the sky from up on high. I truly think Vox cares about the Vees. Like, for some reason, I keep hearing people say that like he secretly hates at least Valentino. What? No. Especially here, I think he genuinely really likes being on a team. He really likes being part of the Vees. And here he's like being his true self until he gets like freaking rage baited into betraying them, or like trying to betray them. But even though here I think he's truly like happy and he's with the Vees, you see he always positions himself slightly higher than them. And I don't think I really pointed it out, but this also happens a lot in Has Been Guaranteed, where every time it's the three of them together, if possible, he positions himself like at the head of the table or like just like higher than the other two, which again, look, freaking the tower. it's called Vox Tech. So like you already knew this, but Vox in his little like egomaniac self always positions himself a little higher than his friends, which is interesting. Anyway, that was a lot of talking. This video is going to be so long. This video is going to be so long. Anyway, as far as how this song is for the plot, I think it is a solid, oh, this is the wrong tier list. A solid S tier. S tier. Above or below Hazbin Guarantee? I'm gonna say above. I don't know. Am I crazy to say that this is like better plot wise? I mean, they're both fantastic. So it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to put that above. Let's touch on visuals. I'll try not to make this one too long, but I just have a few things I want to say. So one of the first things I want to point out is when he says management, I love his management. Like, I love his little shoulder shimmy. I think it's so cute. With new management in charge, like you and you and me. And me. He's so cute. I love that they're constantly throughout this song getting like higher and higher. Like once we get up there, like looking up, like they're always going up during this song. I think that's really cute. Oh my goodness. This spinning freaking rotating shot. Is this a 3D model? Yeah. Okay. The piano is for sure. Yeah, I never want to say for sure because like they blend it to the 2D really well. But the piano is like almost definitely a 3D model. But they're animating. Okay, I think you can see a little bit with the chair. That the chair and Vox are 2D. Actually, no. The chair is also 3D. Okay, that's why. So Vox is sliding around a little bit. But like, that's just because I'm going freaking frame by frame. This freaking show has so many 3D rotations, like unnecessary 3D rotations. Like, I'm sure none of you would complain if they didn't do half of the rotations they do, but they do them and they're beautiful and I love them. Like, I feel like this is Spindlehorse's like trademark at this point, you know? Like, they need to have at least one complicated rotating shot an episode. Like, that's their quota. They have to do it. And not only in Hazbin Hotel, but Helluva Boss. Oh, Helluva Boss has some beautiful animation. Beautiful animation. It's so pretty. And so many rotating shots. Honestly, maybe rotating Vox's head isn't too difficult because it's a box, but they have to keep that freaking 2D hat looking 3D during the rotation, which they do such a great job of. Because with his like typical model, his hat is just like a flat freaking PNG. Piety and redecorate. Look at him shaking. Redecorate. It just looks so good. And redecorate. And then I also want to point out that in the background here, while they're singing, Vox is backing them up. He's going, ooh. You see his little faces pop up and he's singing, ooh. It's so cute. That dumb princess showed us the way to make those haloed cabinets pay. And then there's another freaking complicated rotating shot. Just because they can. And while they're rotating him, Vox is doing complicated character acting as well. Like, look at him. He's actively looking around, moving as it's rotating. It's so beautiful. And then their silly little dance. Ain't got a prayer. It'll be so nice in paradise. And then you can see like the action lines as they're rushing up. It's just so pretty. And then the framing of this shot, obviously they're being framed by heaven because that's where they want to be. So cute. And then the Vees tower is supposed to look like the Tower of Babel. Is that how you say it? Which is like a tower that was built in the Bible to get up to heaven. Very on brand, very on point. And then the reason they can't get up to heaven is because like new languages emerge, but like communication is the reason they can't get up to heaven, which, you know, foreshadows what kind of deconstructs their entire plan, miscommunication. It's just so pretty. It's just so nice. Very pretty song, very complex shots, like that didn't need to be there. It looks really good. I'm gonna say solid A tier in visuals. And then how much I like it? S tier. I really like this song. And this was one that had to grow on me. I mean, not a lot. Like, it's not like I hated it when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was like, this is good. But then I kept listening to it and I was like, wait, why is this peak? I'm like, wait, this is a really good song. I really like this song. Once we get up there. Solid S tier. Next, we are going to talk about Like You. Now, I feel like on a surface level, what Like You serves the plot is like pretty, I don't know, self-explanatory, like easy to understand, right? It's showing off, for one, it's showing off Heaven's naivete, I suppose, as a society. Like, they can't understand really what Serpentius really wants, his struggles, what would actually comfort him. They're just like throwing all these things at him and saying, be happy. And I think what a lot of people don't really say, and I don't know, maybe I could just be making this up, but I feel like this is kind of a foil to how Charlie handles problems as well. And not a foil, but like a, what's that word? What's that word that I'm trying to think of? Parallel. A parallel to how Charlie handles problems, where she also just throws things on, like speed run to redemption, like we will get to. So I kind of feel like this is a parallel to how Charlie handles things. I feel like it's supposed to show off Heaven, obviously, as a place, but also like Heaven's, how juvenile it is, I suppose. I don't really know how to describe it, but like, and maybe it's not saying that Heaven's juvenile, it's just that Emily as a character is juvenile. So the things that she thinks will help Serpentius aren't going to help Serpentius. It really does a decent job of fleshing out who Emily is as a person. She's like, this is all good. This, like, you are the one and only. There is no one like you. This is fantastic. Like, she doesn't understand that that's like literally causing Serpentius to spiral into a pit of despair because he just wants to see his friends. She's really only focusing on what brings joy to her and her friends, which I think makes sense because she wanted to bring gift baskets to apologize for genocide, you know? So like it's very consistent with her character that she's like, she's a big fan of putting band-aids on like open bullet holes type vibes. And it also shows that Serpentius doesn't really want to be there. He wants his friends. He's not having a jolly old time. Does Like You have any more like hidden meanings? I'm not really sure if it does. I really like that it shows that Heaven is not homophobic though, because you can watch gay rom-coms, not gay rom-coms, gay Christmas movies. Yeah, I think that's like it, right? This song shows that Emily is like a juvenile character, like you're not maybe juvenile, like innocent, you know, like I don't know, like I don't know what word I'm looking for, but Emily is that kind of character. It's showing that Serpentius isn't really happy here. It's showing the naivete of all of the angels, not just Emily, but that Emily, St. Peter, and Abel all have this like common mindset where they don't really know how to treat people as individuals almost. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, they're all just kind of like Aggie. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it does all of that. It does all of that for sure. Could this song be cut? Am I crazy to say the song could have been cut? No, I'm not. I'm gonna say this is a solid, I mean, it does give you a little bit more insight as to who the angels are as people, which is important, I guess. But, you know, we already knew pretty much that they're very naive. So, I don't know. I'm gonna put in C tier as to how much it aids the plot. Maybe I'm missing something about the song that like makes it really important, but I don't know. And then as far as visuals go, I saw an interview that Sam Haft did, and he is the writer of him and another guy named Andrew something. I can't remember his name at the moment, but those two are like a duo and they write all the songs for Hazbin Hotel and some of the songs for Helluva Boss. And he told a fun story about this song where like in the song they're like keep naming locations. So like throughout the song, they just have to keep like changing locations. And like the animators hated it. And they're like, please don't ever do that again, where the song is just like naming locations. So I think that's really cool. And you can really see that, like, there's so much distinctive, different, beautiful background art in this song. I love how they do motion lines in this show. It's really pretty. But yeah, you can really see that. I really like how no one here's addicted to crack looks. And no one here's addicted to crack. But yeah, as far as like animation, visuals go, nothing really stands out to me personally. I'm gonna put it in C tier under, maybe above. C tier above has been guaranteed. I don't know for sure. I don't know. Not very high. I wouldn't put it very high at all. C tier is probably the lowest I'll go for visuals, just because like everything has like a little bit of something that's like, this looks really good. Like the backgrounds in Like You and the compositing is really pretty in Has Been Guaranteed, but like that's not enough for it to be like in one of the higher tiers. So I think C tier fits them well. And then Like You, I don't know. Maybe that's why it was kind of hard for me to like dissect this song well, because I am not the biggest fan. I don't like hate it, but I never choose to listen to it ever. I think I'm gonna put it in D tier. And I understand a lot of people really do like the song. And I understand why. I like Serpentious's part a lot, but like the rest of it, I don't know. And I'm a Welcome to Heaven defender, by the way. I listen to Welcome to Heaven, but like I just think Welcome to Heaven like sounds better. Gosh, I'm so pleased to show some outsiders around. After you see around, you'll never want to go back down. Like, it sounds really pretty. This song doesn't really have anything. I mean, the Serpentious bit, but like, it's just not really my thing, I guess. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think that has to go in D tier for me personally, as far as how much I like it. I don't know. Was I too harsh with how much this is good for the plot? No, I don't think I was. This song could be cut, right? Explain to me why the song couldn't be cut. And then maybe I'll reconsider. Ooh. Next is Sarah's confession. Okay, I'll try to be fast with this one because I feel like I'm taking too long, even though I said it was going to be speedy. The context for this song is really important, right? Sarah genocided people for years, killed thousands, right? And now she's finding out, oh, wait, maybe that was bad. maybe they were people and maybe I shouldn't have done that, right? She's like, they could have been redeemed, right? And how am I supposed to deal with this overwhelming amount of pressure that's on me now that I know that my decisions were wrong? Those souls, with more faith in them, could be good? Be changed? What have I done? And a big part of why Sarah feels all of this pressure is that she never confided in anybody else when making these huge decisions. She was the only angel, or the only seraphim or whatever, the only higher up that knew about the exterminations. And because she made this huge decision by herself, now that it's been proven to be a bad decision, because, genocide's always a bad decision, now that it's proven that that was not necessary, she has to deal with this herself, or she thinks she has to deal with this herself. So this is her Catholic confession, I suppose. That's why it's called Sarah's confession, even though they don't say that in the song. She is using the speaker of God as her priest, as the closest adjacent thing she has to God, to ask for guidance. And in the nicest way possible, the speaker of God's just like, figure it out. One seeks an answer that one cannot grant her. You're looking for light, only you can ignite. I mean, she does give advice that, like, in hindsight makes sense, but it's not direct at all. Like, one of her pieces of advice is, you can't hide. You can't hide. And then what does Sarah do immediately after this conversation? She's like, I don't want to think about this right now. Lockdown. So she hides, right? So she immediately doesn't do what she should have done. And then look inside, right? And then again, this references to what happens at the end, where Sarah's like, I no longer want to speak with fear or like make decisions based off of fear, but based off of what's right. which is what Sarah's telling her to do now, but not Sarah, which is what the Speaker of God is telling Sarah to do now, but Sarah doesn't understand at this point. So Sarah doesn't do anything. She's like, I can't figure this out. This is too much. I don't want to ask for help from anyone, like for real. I'm just going to shut down and lock down. That's what happens after this song. But this song is just her pleading for guidance and like realizing her mistakes and like seeking atonement, right? This isn't her gaining atonement. And I feel like a lot of people misunderstood that. When this song first came out, people were like, wow, Sarah got redeemed for genociding that fast. That's bad writing. That happened fast. This is not Sarah getting redeemed. This song isn't Sarah getting redeemed in the slightest. This is just her recognizing her wrongdoings. And I feel the same way about, what's that one song? More Than Anything. Like, people are like, this is Charlie forgiving her father after years of being a bad father. Like an absentee father, like not being there for her, right? And I'm like, I feel like that's not what More Than Anything is about. Like, More Than Anything is Lucifer realizing his mistakes. It's Charlie recognizing the influence Lucifer has had on her life. Like, because she's been crediting all of her, I guess, not success, but like all of her positive traits to her mother. But More Than Anything is Charlie being like, you were in many ways a positive influence on me, Dad. Like, it's them seeing each other once again for the first time and then being like, we will try to form a connection once again. Like, I don't think More Than Anything is like Charlie being like, I forgive you, Dad. And I don't know if I'm the only one that reads it like that, but especially with Charlie's actions afterwards, it's clear she didn't automatically forgive Lucifer for everything, right? It's clear she still holds some resentment towards him. Am I crazy? Like, I don't think More Than Anything... Why am I talking about More Than Anything? Anyway, this is a Catholic freaking confession. She's just like realizing that what she did is wrong and trying to contextualize it and figure out what to do next. Very good song, very important song. Especially because she like relapses later, but she finds her way back. I'm gonna say A tier. I think it's very important because Sarah is the worst person that has been redeemed thus far, right? Sir Prentice has been redeemed, and pretty much by the end of the season, Sarah has been redeemed for genocide, mind you, which is crazy. But Sarah has effectively, through the lens of the show, been redeemed by the end. It's important to follow her mindset and follow where she is in her development journey. So where we end at the end of the season makes sense. Maybe she hasn't been fully redeemed by the end of the season, but like I feel like she kind of has been. Has been. You get it? That's the name of the show. Anyway, I feel like it's very important to understand where Sarah is. And also, her voice is beautiful, so A tier. Visuals. Okay. Once again, beautiful show. Everything in this show is beautiful. Nothing ever looks like bad. But as far as animation goes, and like visuals go, this song isn't anything crazy. Now, I will start off with what I like. I'm a big fan of this transition here, where she's looking in the globe and she turns around and it's like, it starts bleeding. Like, when I first saw that, especially paired with the vocals, obviously, looked so good. Like, it really enhanced the music. Now, are there any other visuals that really stand out to me? Like, the thing is, a lot of the song is just like pretty good compositing, which isn't a bad thing, but like it doesn't necessarily like stand out to me. Like, for instance, this scene, like them flying here, there's not much rotation. It's pretty much just like a loop, like GIF almost of them shrinking down and then going straight. Look. And then this is just like all like tricks, like background tricks and angles, like That's one PNG like sliding around the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like not a PNG. Like obviously her wings are flapping, but there's not that much movement. And that's fine. It's very effective. They do a lot with a little. And obviously these are like two unnecessarily complex characters to animate. And this is a freaking Helluva Boss. So you can't just like spend 3 months animating Queen Bee. Like they needed to get this done. And they did a great job. They did do a great job. But like as far as the animation goes, nothing really stands out to me. Unless I'm like missing something. Yeah, nothing really stands out to me. But like it's a pretty song. And the visuals accompany it well. I really love her like reliving the bloodshed. And she's really the only one that can, right? Because it's clear that the rest of the angels don't even have like a picture of what the genocide or the exterminations looked like. Because when Vox starts playing them, like right before Vox die, like Emily like is like in shock. Like she doesn't even have like a concept of what the exterminations looked like. But Sarah does, so they're actively haunting her. And I think this is really, really good visualization of that. All that to be said, also C tier, right? It's not that much, it's really not that much better than, I mean, top of C tier. Am I being too harsh? I mean, I don't know, it's really pretty. It's also hard because like a lot of people are comparing this scene. You speak of choices made by other voices to the scene from Just Look My Way from Helluva Boss. I will try to make amends for making you means to an end, so look my way. And I know it's unfair to compare animation from Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel, especially because this is a music video, but like, I don't know, just like look at these side by side and tell me what does it look like distinctly better. Like no rotation. It's just a straight shot, which is fine, like a little rotation. But for the most part, it's a straight shot. Oh, look how beautiful those effects are. And then fully rotates with his body. Like this is really like if you don't understand what I mean when I'm like there's not much like three-dimensionality to the animation in Sarah's confession, then now like you can see like an example of like what really it being really good looks like. Anyway, how much do I like the song? Obvious S tier. Do I like it more than Once We Get Up There? It depends on the day. Today, no. Today I like Once We Get Up There more, but both S tier. Next, Gravity. Oh, Gravity. So bear with me. Plot relevance. The thing that I think about Gravity is that it doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know. You know, Gravity tells us that Lute is mad. We knew Lute was mad, right? Gravity tells us that Lute wants to kill Vaggie. We already know Lute wants to kill Vaggie. Gravity tells us that Lute hates Charlie. We already know that Lute hates Charlie. Gravity implies that Lute likes Adam romantically. We already know that. Shows that she's unhinged, she's breaking all this stuff. We already know this. Right? Like everything that Gravity says is already known before the song starts. You know? And also Gravity was one of the songs that was released early. Like a week or two before the show came out, they officially released Gravity. And it spoiled nothing. And if you could put a whole song out and it spoils absolutely nothing, then maybe that's a good hint that it doesn't affect the plot at all. Really? Am I crazy? Gravity for sure builds hype for Lute as a character. And while that wasn't really important for this season, I suspect it will be important for either season 3 or season 4, where Lute will probably step into the role of main villain. But as far as what we know for sure, which is season 1 and season 2, this song narratively builds hype and nothing else. Right? Am I being too judgmental? Like, I feel like I'm not. Gravity doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know. like at all, right? Am I crazy? So as far as how it affects the plot, it's D tier. Yes? Like that's how the rules work. But obviously, visuals, S tier. How much I like it, obviously S tier. Right? Like it's a great song. Many argue the best in the season. Which, like, you will see my opinion on that later because I'm making a tier list actively, but like, I'm not mad at anyone that says Gravity is the best song in the season because it's a banger. And also, like, I don't even want to dissect the visuals. I don't even want to go like and point out my favorite parts of the animation because it's just like everything is everything is so good. Like Gravity stole the animation budget from both Sarah's Confession and Like You. I'm convinced. It looks so good. The lighting, like the animation itself, everything looks so good. And I love this scene where you can see this stabbing Adam in the back while she's having a mental breakdown. And then she like crawls on him. Oh my God. It looks so good. And like, what is that rotation shot? Why? Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. They do such a good job managing her wings and her hair and everything. I can't even like break it down because everything is peak, right? Like there's nothing to even like, this is the best part because everything looks really good. And I stand by this. Every single time they animate Lute, she looks so much better than everyone else, right? Am I crazy? Lute's animation is better than everybody else. Like when she was all up in Vox's face and she was like, "You disgusting, vile creature," or whatever she said to him. I don't know, some insult. Her animation was like Disney. Like it was beautiful. So obviously S tier animation, S tier song. Let me know if you really disagree with me. Like, is building hype enough of a reason for it to not be in D tier? Like, especially hype that hasn't paid off yet, you know? But if you disagree with me, please feel free to tell me why in the comments. I could so possibly be wrong. Like, it's okay. Next, we're going to talk about Piss parentheses, a love song. So I think the main purpose of Piss, well, there are two main purposes. Firstly, it's supposed to kind of, I don't know, make up for the fact that their relationship didn't get that much screen time season one. I mean, I think it got a decent amount of screen time season one, like an okay amount, but certainly not enough screen time season one to set up this huge like star-crossed lovers romance that they have going on now, right? Obviously, everybody knows this. The pacing of season one rushed. And I think they did a really good job with the time that they had, but this was definitely one of the relationships that suffered the most. Because especially if it's going to be a bigger thing later on, which this song is telling me that it probably will be. So they kind of got put on the back burner season one. So I think a lot of what this song is doing is establishing their backstory. Like we already knew they fought turf wars against each other. We knew that they were rivals. We know all of this through their dialogue. But this is, and if you watched the pilot, which is semi-canon, then you see a lot more of that as well. But this song is doing a lot of showing you like what they did while they were in hell together, with the freaking best part of the song. 4, what's the score? How'd the hell she get on board? Egg boys, kill that vandal. Hope you like your minions scrambled. Oh shit, get lit. Get your punk ass off my ship. If you say so, gotta go. Oh my god, it's gonna blow. Another exciting Sin City night. This Shayla's blasting your ass away. Glorious bloodshed under neon lights. I will destroy you at last. They say time heals all wounds, but the wounds are what I miss. That whole backstory section is doing a lot of catching us up on what we missed on what we missed out on season one. So very good, right? And then the rest of the song is just a love song. Like it's like a cheesy, corny, I don't know what genre or like what era this song is, but like 80s, 90s, like boy band-y and also like rock-y. Like I'm not a music person. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm not like I'm besides musical theater, like straight musical theater, I couldn't tell you what genre this is. But it's giving like boy band and rock combined, ballad, really cute, really fun. It's a love song. And so it does a really good job. As far as like how it does its job really well. Like it doesn't feel the two parts, the backstory and the love ballad, they don't feel disconnected in a bad way. It shows off their personalities well. It shows off really good chemistry. It's like funny. I still taste the blood. I still taste your blood. So clearly she's the one that hit him in that scenario. Like it's just so cute. But I still taste your blood. Because it has to do a lot, and I think it does a lot well. I'm gonna say it's B tier. Obviously, their romance is like a side plot narratively, but it does a good job for what it's supposed to do and for what it has. B. That's what I'm going with. Visuals. Ooh. Are you guys ready for another S tier? Because we have another S tier on our hands. Obviously, spoiler alert, nothing's beating Gravity. But this is up there. This is up there. It's like, oh my goodness. It's so beautiful, especially all of this. Look at how they use her hair. Oh, it's so beautiful. The way they animate Cherry Bomb's like weird hair is so beautiful. I don't know, like everything in this song looks stunning and the animation is fluid. Look at that. So many angles, so many backgrounds, so much movement, so much action. And you can really see the passion in their faces as they sing, which is amazing because they both look like little freaks. Like, again, there's not really anything to point out and be like, this is the best part, because so much of it is the best part of the animation. It just has really nice visuals. So S tier. How much I like the song? I kind of hinted at this during my roommate tier list. Not hinted, I sang like freaking half the song in that one video. I'm a big fan of Piss parentheses a love song, and I feel like it doesn't get like nearly any of the credit that it deserves. Like, I think it's such a good song. These Elysian nights. I just have such a fun time singing it. It's so fun to sing. Low-key, I'm putting it above Sarah's Confession. Don't at me. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, why did I put Piss above Sarah's Confession? But right now, here and now, when I'm making this list, it's going above. And not above these two, but above Sarah's Confession, yes. Next is Speed Run to Redemption. So the context for this song is very important. At the beginning was on the verge of a mental breakdown because her friend died and she didn't even know if her hotel worked. And just like everything was pretty much as bad as it could be from her perspective, right? She had no proof that it worked, and her friend died for a cause that might be bogus, and she low-key doesn't even believe in herself at this point. But then she finally gets confirmation from Emily. Your hotel works, your dreams aren't fake, Penchas has been redeemed, your friend didn't die, everything is good. And Charlie is ecstatic. Like, she needs therapy. But she's like, yes, I've been vindicated. Everything I thought was true is true. While the Vees are like spreading all this anti-Charlie propaganda, right? So Charlie is like, my dreams are correct. Like, all I need to do is tell the Vees that I was right and everything will be okay. Like, she truly believes that nothing will go wrong with this plan. Vaggie tries to warn her, they will twist your words. She's like, it'll be okay. Unfortunately, she has no proof. She has no proof, but this is really important to her because she hates being called out of her name. She hates being told that she did something wrong or that she's these things that she's not by these people that don't even know her. And she really thinks that if she just keeps talking and if she just keeps on trying, they will respect her. See that she's right and that and that she's not crazy because she feels crazy and she really needs vindication. And this is the parallel that's between Vox and Charlie this season. They both really need vindication. And so Charlie is like, I can show you redemption right now. I know how to do it now. She doesn't know how to do it now. And also this is an awful idea because it's putting her hotel at risk once again, and now she's roping a friend into it. But Charlie, like, she needs this so badly for her own mental health that it's not even clicking to her that this is destructive to her hotel, that this is destructive for her friends, that this is destructive for herself, like putting all this pressure on herself, not foil, but like a parallel to Sarah, putting all this pressure on herself where I have to do this right now. And so she ropes Angel into it, and she's like, I will show you redemption. And so she goes through all of the juvenile, like I said, juvenile's a big theme between her and Emily, ideas of what gets you into heaven. Because she doesn't truly know what redeems someone, she's just throwing things at the wall and hoping they stick. And it's clear that she truly does care about Angel. Like, she really does believe in Angel, but she's rushed. Like, you can see how her face morphs here, like from genuine, like, love and respect to being like, so I really need you to do this one thing for me and be redeemed. So here we go. Like, she puts on the crazy eyes immediately. Come on, Angel, you're far from shameful, just misunderstood. You can be good for good. She's so bouncy, and the animation's so bouncy. She's so cute. Like, she's slowly, once again, spiraling. Like, she can't handle the pressure. This is just too much for her. So she slowly degrades throughout the course of the song. Step 10 through 1 through 9, again, just in case the angels in charge didn't notice. Step 11, no question, this guy gets to heaven now. Step 12, what the hell, Penchus was redeemed by now. 13, 14, 15, 16, better, nicer, faster, quickly. And eventually, she stops even seeing Angel as an individual, which is a problem she has a lot, where she sees the sinners as a monolith almost, something she certainly got from her dad, where she doesn't really think about their specific needs and their specific troubles, and she just asserts herself. And like she did at Angel's job, why Angel still hangs out with her. Angel's a saint, I guess. I mean, Charlie's a good person. She really tries to be, but she doesn't understand the individual on an individual basis. So she's resorting back to what works. So she's like, just be Serpentious. At this point, just be Serpentious. Like, she's losing her mind, basically. That's what the song is. Just Charlie losing her mind while just being the worst. Just the worst to Angel. So plot-wise, I think this does a good job of establishing Charlie's current mental headspace at this part in the story. I really wish Charlie had a few more songs. I really wish she had a whole song about how she's dealing with Vox's misrepresentation of who she is and her hotel and things. I mean, she didn't really need a song because she did have that interview with Katie Killjoy, which effectively did the same thing, but a song would have been nice. But yeah, this song does a good job showing where she's at mentally in this part of the story. I'd say it's like a Sarah's Confession type vibes. I think it does a good job of showing her chaotic energy while being funny. I think this song is very funny. Visuals. I think the visuals in the song are very underrated. I think it's a very, very pretty song. Like, she's animated almost like a Looney Tune character here, like very squash and stretch, very pop out of here, pop out of there, change location, bright lights. It's very fun. Lots of set pieces. The background is always changing. I love here that the little detail that you can see, he's changing imp babies because obviously the sinners don't have babies. Oh, and that's cute. The rings of hell in the back. This type of animation fits the song extremely well. It's very chaotic animation. The compositions are also very chaotic. Many of them are sideways and tilted and top down and just not normal to add to the insanity. And I love how they do start speaking like this with Charlie's face. Start speaking like this. I think the animation in this is really good. I mean, I put it in B tier, maybe not above once we get up there, just because once we get up there, it has all of those complex rotating shots. And then how much I like it. On TikTok, I see a lot of like ranking every song. And I know it's different because I'm doing a tier list, but I am also ranking them because like there's a top and a bottom of the tier list. I think Speedrun to Redemption is a lot better than people give it credit for. I think the song is so fun to sing. It's so fun to sing. Step 10, do 1 through 9 again, just in case the angels in charge didn't notice. It's funny. 5, 6, 7, 8, come on buddy, concentrate. Change some babies and help old ladies across the street. Isn't he sweet? I love Vox and Velvet's little like, this, yeah, no way, this story's bogus. Like their little snide remarks. And in the song, you can really hear Charlie like losing her mind. It's really funny to me. I think that I'm gonna put in A tier. I like it more than, I like it more than both of those songs down there. And I like it less than the songs up there. Yep. Sounds about right to me. Next. Don't you forget. Okay, so I think it's really important to establish what episode 4 as a whole is about. And in general, episode 4 is about getting Alistair to rock bottom. This whole episode is really just Alistair loses aura central. That's the point of this episode, to learn more about Alistair while just beating him up, while also setting up his future plans. It's telling you the situation Alistair's in now, and you get to see him setting up plans for the future. That's what this episode is generally about. And so, don't you forget, and its reprise, which we will get to soon, obviously, are great vehicles for doing so. This whole song is just Rosie putting Alistair in his place. Sounds like you really could do, where is it? Sounds like you really could do with a little reminder of who you're talking to. She's like, calm down. Remember, I own you. But also really nice characterization, especially with this one versus the reprise, because you can really see the different dynamics at play here. You can really see how Rosie, especially compared to Alistair and Husk and Valentino and Angel, you can see how Rosie is a much more mindful and a much more demure overlord than those we have seen in the past. You see how she tends to leave Alistair up to his own devices in general. Like, she's not like Val and Alistair where they keep Husk and Angel by their sides at all time. This whole song is just Rosie putting Alistair in his place and gentle parenting him. That's what this song is. And it's great. It just humbles Alistair. And you get to see the position he's in. Oh, and you get to see how he feels about it. At least not yet. You see a little inkling of him coming up with his sneaky little plan. He's like, I'm gonna get out of this, just you wait. And she's just being condescending. And Al hates this. He hates this. Al is an egomaniac just like Vox. They are two freaking two cloths cut from the same cloth. Two something cut from the same something. They are very similar, and being not in power and being looked down on are both of their icks. Like, they can't stand it. And this is showing Rosie looking down on Alistair and how he's not thrilled about it. I don't really think this song does much more than that, like narratively. But if the goal is to get Alistair at rock bottom, this is a great start, and it sets up another fantastic song, you know? So I'm gonna say A tier plot-wise. It's not like this is a song that reveals that they own each other. Not own each other, that Rosie owns Alistair. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. That does a really good job, I think. Animation. One thing about this song, lots of dancing. And you can see here, Alistair, not the biggest fan of being touched without his permission. And she pets him. But remember, my dear. She grabs a hold and dances with him. You're in my zoo, don't you forget. He's so on guard. Look at him. So mad. The facial expression, like the facial animation in the song, so good. The lighting is so good. The dancing is so good. Here again, she pets him. She just keeps on touching him to say, you belong to me. Like, I know you don't like this. Tough luck. He's like, fix my staff? No. Ugh, so iconic. The least that you can do is fix my staff in due time. Sing along, dear. You know the words. I love the animation here. Stay, play ball, or just play dead. It's so cute. The coop can't be flown. They animated Alistair's ears way more this season. Like, you can really see, you can see his ears going down when he's mad. It's so nice. It looks so pretty. Yeah, animation. This looks really good. I'd say it looks better than Speedrun to Redemption, not as good as Once We Get Up There. Maybe A tier, though. No, because Once We Get Up There does a lot. It's just not quite S tier. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. And then how much I like it? I do like it. I like it a lot. A tier. A tier for sure. Don't get mad at me for having it under Speedrun to Redemption. That's just how I feel right now. But A tier. I really like the song a lot. It's really good. Next is Clean It Up. Plot-wise, what does the song do? It aids to Charlie's distress. And also, it's really nice to have a peek inside of Nifty's mind, because you never, like, before the song, I never really knew how Nifty, or nobody knew how Nifty felt about the hotel itself, how she felt about Charlie's dream, how she felt about Charlie. But this song really cleared it up. She's like, Charlie's a nice boss. I believe in redemption. I believe in their goals. It's just really cute to see Nifty's perspective on things. I'm gonna say, could this song be cut? Yes. So by necessity, it has to go in D tier. I'm gonna say it's more necessary than Gravity, just because I can. Wait, no. It's probably less necessary than Gravity, because at least Gravity builds hype, right? Clean It Up. Like, you get a peek inside Nifty's mind, but do we need a peek inside Nifty's mind? Maybe for the future. I guess I'll put it bottom of D tier, but I really like the song. Visuals. Well, the entire style changes, which is awesome. Magical Land looks so beautiful. Magical Land, hotel of my dreams. Look how beautiful that is. And the camera is never still for long. It really beautifully encapsulates Nifty's crazy energy. What does she want? Clean it up. Yes. Honestly, I don't have much to say about the visuals besides it turns anime, and that's really cute. I mean, the visuals are good. They're pretty. All the visuals are pretty, guys. But like, but there are no like particularly complex shots besides, like I said earlier, Magical Land. I'm gonna say visuals top of C tier. Honestly, I think Sarah's Confession should not be at the top of C tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So Clean It Up, top of C tier. And then how much I like this song? I really like this song. I like it more than Hazbin Guarantee, but I guess I like it less than these two. Maybe top of B tier, but like a high B. Like, I really like it a lot. Watashi wa Clean It Up, yes. And it's also great because it's the only song I make my sister watch Hazbin Hotel. It's the only song my sister remembers, so it's really fun to sing it with her. Just crazy energy. Love the song. It's really fun. Okay, next. Don't You Forget Reprise. My heart, my love. Okay, I'm excited to talk about you. This song is Vox painfully trying and failing to convince Alistair that he's over him and that he's at the top of the world and that he doesn't care about him anymore. Saying, Alistair, your little mind tricks, they don't get to me. You're not going to get inside my head, even though Alistair is absolutely going to get inside his head. This is him trying to put the foot down, right? You think your little mockery is going to make me cry? He says, as he looks like he's on the verge of tears. And he, in fact, does cry by the end. He is not at all over his first crush that rejected him 70 years ago. This song, like I said earlier, is to aid in the Alistair rock bottom plot, but it also aids in Vox's story of him needing people to respect him. He could just kill Alistair, right? But Alistair knew he wasn't going to do that because Vox needs to prove himself. He needs to prove himself, and he really needs to prove himself to Alistair. So that's a lot of what this song is. It's him being like, I'm smarter, I'm sharper, I'm brighter, I'm newer, you're my bottomist. No more Al the high and mighty now that I flipped the switch. His thoughts are so consumed by Alistair all the time. No more Al the high and mighty. The radio is dead. Kill him. That's the logical solution here. That's your enemy. And y'all been beefing for years. But Vox needs his approval. He needs it. And Alistair will never give it. So it's their little back and forth. So I'll keep your smug ass alive.
To show me you're not a loser.
Do you ever shut up?
Don't you forget.
Oh, here he goes.
You ain't won yet.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You still need me like you did before.
So cute you think I care. And then Alistair calls it. Vox is like, I'll keep your smug ass alive. And then Alistair's like, to show me you're not a loser? Yes. He clocks his T. That's exactly why he wants you alive. To show him you're not a loser. And then Alistair's like, you still need me like you did before. He absolutely does. So cute you think I care. You do care. You care so much. Which is why you're trying to put on this big tough guy showman act. That, honestly, it's kind of working. You're my bottomist. It low-key worked. But clearly, you're not taking the smartest routes here because you need Alistair to grovel at your feet. And we really see this at the end where he's like, I don't care what happens as long as I wipe that smug grin off of Alistair's face, or whatever he says. He needs Alistair's, because Alistair, we see this during Vox's backstory as well, right? Even in life, Vox was, or Vincent, I guess, has always been this way, where he relies on his charisma and he steals from others and he needs validation from everyone around him, and they need to treat him like a god, and that's the only way he'll be happy, right? He's always been like this. But we see Vox truly open up to Alistair. When we see him with his box head, he seems like a completely different person than when he was Vincent and when he is Vox now, because he was so sincere. He loved Alistair, and he let all of his guards down to ask him to team up with him, and Alistair just poo-pooed all over his fragile little feelings. Imagine that. Imagine having your guard up till death. Imagine, and also he was definitely dealing with some internalized homophobia as a gay man in the 50s, but he let all of his guards down after death to try to get close to Alistair, who clearly he had a crush on and clearly he really respected. He let all of his guards down to approach him and be like, we could be partners. And obviously he was proposing business partners, but we all know the context or the syntax. He wants to date Alistair. Alistair just poo-pooed all over his feelings, all over them. Vox will never live that down. And it'd be hard to live that down too. It's just he really, really needs Alistair to see that he doesn't need him and that he's doing great and that you could have had all this. And he's so desperate. It's so sad. So this song is showing a lot of that. It's showing their dynamic. It does a lot of foreshadowing of when you lose your marbles in Act 3, you still need me around. It shows that Alistair can read Vox like a glove. It shows that Vox is in fact powerful, but he can't overcome the trauma of his first love dumping him. And it's also, even though Alistair's acting high and mighty, he is, at this point in time, a prisoner. So it does degrade Alistair as well, you know? Like when he keeps touching him and he keeps like moving him around wherever he wants, which obviously are things that Alistair does not appreciate. He's tied to a freaking chair. It does a great job at everything. It does a great job at everything, right? Plot-wise, this song does amazing, I think. It does really good at like setting up like so much about these two characters' dynamics. I'm gonna put it S tier, bottom of S tier. Like it's hard to be an opening number. And it's hard to be an I Want song because like those are just so substantial to the foundation of the story. Honestly, maybe I will put it above Hazbin Guarantee as far as like character interactions because it really does a lot and it does it really great. So that's where I'm going to put it. Visuals, oh, it's so pretty. The framing of everything, the animation of Vox just toying with Alistair is really pretty. Like the wire animation. And Alistair is so floppy. I love how they animate him here. He's looking up at Vox, the angles. And I love the difference. Like Alistair willingly, like apprehensively, but he did it. He danced with Rosie. But here, Vox has to make him. He has to make him. Alistair would not be doing this if he didn't have to. It's so cute. Always touching him, just like Rosie, as like a demeaning sense. And here, I love this because foreshadowing, but Vox is doing the thing he always does where he touches people's shoulders. But Alistair, like, get off of me. Like, his little, like, ugh. I love the little jig he does here. Your unwilling audience. Every time I sing this song, I have to go, unwilling audience. It's just so smooth and jiggy. Okay. And here's my favorite part. Alistair's animation here.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
I love that scene. When I first saw that scene, I got chills. And a lot of it is the singing. You ain't won yet. Like just the vocal delivery. And I heard that was like, not improvised necessarily, but like, it was just supposed to be like, don't you forget, you ain't won yet. It was just supposed to be like that. But Amir, the voice actor of Alistair, he added so much spin on it, so much grit. Don't you forget, you ain't won yet. Like, I can't sing, so I can't even try to do it. So good. And the animation fits it so well. He looks insane, just like how he sounds. And then love this part, when he shocks him.
Now I'm the master and you're my bottomest bitch.
And I love, and they do this every freaking time, but when like he glitches or when he teleports away, you always see a V flash on his face, which I just think is really cool. But you see that all the time. Oh, that scene has so much energy in it. Like the way I don't know, it's just so sharp and edgy and it's so beautiful and it looks so good. Like it has so much impact. It has everything that, it's everything that they needed it to be. And then them just breathing at each other. It's animated so well, so much tension. Val is right. I agree with Val 100%. Anyway, visuals, really pretty, but I'm gonna put it a little bit above Don't You Forget. Yeah, that's what I think. And then how much I love it. S tier, top of S tier. It's so good. Oh, love this song. Guys, this is so good. And it was like my favorite song from the season for a long time. For a long time. So I guess spoiler alert, it's not at the top, but almost. It's so good. I love this song a lot. So top of S tier for me personally. It's just so good. Bad with Us. The reason for the song's existence is pretty clear. You see, once again, Vox using his biggest asset, his charisma, rallying people together, kind of like a part 2 of Once We Get Up There, because again, he was rallying people there. And also in Hazbin Guarantee, he was using his charisma to employ that one girl. Lots of charisma all the time. But this song is charisma galore. It's showing off just how big of a deal it is that Aleister's been defeated, which I think is necessary because a lot of the Aleister hype thus far has been telling and not showing necessarily. Like, we haven't had the chance to see Aleister in his prime up until this point. Like, he lost to Adam. The episode before this, he was being like freaking attacked, or not attacked, but like degraded by Rosie and Vox. Just like we haven't seen, like we heard Mimsy talk about how he defeated all these overlords and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, we haven't really seen Aleister do anything that would make you think he's a big deal. Besides, I guess, Stayed Gone. Stayed Gone, when like half the people turned to his broadcast, I guess it kind of showed how big of a deal he was. But this song is also a nice little touch where it's like all the overlords are really like, really? Vox defeated Aleister. Like, it really shows how much of an upset this really is and like the power dynamics, I guess, of Hell. And also, you know, you get to see a bunch of the other overlords talk and sing, which I think is really awesome. ZZ's carrying, it's great. And then they transition to this little doo-wop vibe where Vox is channeling his inner politician. Vox is very politician, very cute, love him. He's like, so I had a stroke of luck, it's true, but you know, I'm not one to brag. But you know, you should join us. You know you wanna be bad with us. That's what the point of this song is. So mad with us and ZZ. And then he, again, oh, and I forgot to freaking say this during the Don't You Forget reprise. Once again, Vox is stealing somebody else's shtick. So it's a reprise. He can't be original. Here, he's adapting himself. He's changing himself for each overlord so he can get on their like level and wavelength and use his maxed out charisma stats to convince them to join his team. And it's working flawlessly for the people he tries on. It's so funny though. He doesn't try at all with Zestiel. And you can really see it on his face. He's like, this guy's not going to join me. I don't really care. Hey, Zestiel, there's old boring up there. Books, tea, elder care. And he is trying with Carmilla. It's just like maybe not the way he should have. And this is pre-Aleister corruption, so he's genuinely being like nice to the Vees at this point. So yeah, it's just this song is just like set up, you know, which is important. It's set up for Vox Populi, for his big speech or his big gathering or whatever. So Bad With Us, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. Shows his maxed out charisma stats and shows that he conforms to other people. I'm going to say, but like this song could have been cut, you know? Could this song have been cut? Yeah, I think this song could have been cut. And if it could have been cut, I feel like it has to be in the bottom two tiers. I'm going to say top of C tier. And then visual wise, nothing stands out to me a lot besides I really like this clip of him like dancing here.
Branch, go knock on some doors. Why should we keep crossing swords?
I think that's really cute. I love how smooth it is. The camera tracking is so nice. The 3D is really good. I also like that they changed like the style completely for ZZ here. It looks really cool. But as far as animation goes, you know, nothing really to marvel at, I don't think. Yep. That's what we're going with. And then how much I like it. I really like the doo-wop part. Oh, and I love the I'm not one to rest on my laurels. Grab an olive branch, go knock on some doors. I know some people hate that rhyme. They're like, morals was right there. But I don't know. I love doorals. I think that's the funnest. It sounds so fun. And I really like the Oh, maestro, I know a tender place where you can rest. And I also like the, hey, Zestral, those old boring shit up there. Books, tea, elder care. Hey, Camila, Camila. Really fun. Not one that I necessarily gravitate to. Unfortunately though, I don't know. I guess I just don't really listen to it enough. Here maybe? Middle of B tier? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with for now. That feels about right. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm so excited to talk about Vox Populi. So the first minute of the song is all Lucifer. It's all Lucifer showboating. And I love how he can't be scary for the life of him. Because like the first part of his part, he's only making school analogies. Which is so funny. You're acting like, wait, I can just play it.
You're acting out like you want teachers' attention. Well, I'm the principal of this eternal detention. I hope you had your fun, but son, it's time to ring the bell. Ding, ding.
This whole song is just Lucifer putting on an act. So the fact that he's like, I need to scare these people, I need to be scary. School. That's so funny to me. And I love that he can't remember Vox's name for the life of him, so he calls him both Sinnerman, and he calls him TV Head. So great. Now, there's not much to dissect really about Lucifer's part for me, besides the fact that he's trying so hard. I'm so spooky. I'm the shit. Like two completely different vibes. So funny. But what's important, and I think why this is included in Vox Populi as opposed to being its own song, is because it's important to set up that Vox was being threatened by Lucifer here for Vox Populi to really land the way it does. So Vox uses his knowledge that Lucifer can't harm him and quickly turns the tides on him. And he rallies the crowd. So it's just so good. Like, we sinners do not need a king. We need someone who understands. Vox wants to be king. Like, Vox wants to be God. This is very important, and we know this, but the crowd doesn't know this. And Vox says everything right to the crowd, and he uses real life slogans, and it's just so good. And even his campaign slogan, not only is it catchy like a campaign slogan should be, but Vox Populi translates to, and I don't remember the language, some European language, but Vox Populi translates to the voice of the people. So he's literally calling himself the voice of the people. Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice. He's putting himself, he's like, I am your martyr. I will help you. I am the revolutionaryist. I am Lilith, right? He keeps calling back to Lilith because Lilith was their ruler, but she cared about them genuinely. She cared about their mistreatment. She rallied them to use their voices and to do better and to speak up against heaven. So he keeps channeling the energy of Lilith, but he's saying like, I am now your voice. I speak for all of you. I speak for the trees. I understand. I'm not a king. We don't need a king. We need a different type of respite, bringing desperate from divine commands. New order like what Lilith had envisioned when she threatened them.
She knew hell could be great, and we can make hell great again.
She knew hell could be great, and we can make hell great again. It's so good. I know the writers like put out like a PSA, or Viv Madrano, she put a PSA out. She was like, guys, this wasn't really supposed to like actually reflect our current political climate, my bad. Because when they wrote this, they probably didn't expect that Trump would be president again, because who thought that was going to happen? But it's so great. He's channeling rally cries. So Vox Populi is the first one that he's channeling. And now we can make hell great again.
Hoist the mainsail, paint the decks, have a crewmate to protect, 'cause they want us all divided. That is how they keep us down. We got the guts, we got the chutzpah, we got the means to seize the crown.
He's talking about protecting them. He's talking about being unified all together as one, which again goes back to the Tower of Babel or whatever analogy that the show's making with communication and all coming together to reach a common goal. He's like, I will be the voice for the voiceless. Trust me. Me, Vox Populi, the people's voice.
Try to picture if we could escape this hole. Never have to live in fear of days that angels may appear. 'Cause here's the kicker, sinners can save their souls. Not by changing for redemption, but by taking over heaven.
Try to picture if we could escape this hole. He's using the same technique that he used on Velvet and Valentino. And once we get up there, he's like, imagine all the things that could come. He's like, imagine this, imagine this, imagine this. All of this will become reality if you believe in me, if you trust me. And now he's using the same technique on this crowd of people, and it's working just as well. And he's being showy, and he's being charismatic, and he's actively undercutting Lucifer, which is also very important because Lucifer is an awful, awful king. He has done nothing but failed the sinners. He doesn't like them. He doesn't think of them as people. He doesn't want to be around them. He thinks they're disgusting. And so obviously the sinners don't respect him either. And it's so great that, and Vox is probably like, yes, when Lucifer came, because this is exactly what he needed to, in front of everyone, put Lucifer in his place. And if this was anyone else besides Vox, it would be so great, because Lucifer is an awful king that doesn't care about his subjects. They have been genociding us for years, and that's bad. We do need a voice for the people. We do need to all come together. Everything Vox says is true and great and amazing, but the issue is, and we don't need a king, right? But the issue is Vox wants to be king. Vox wants to be God. Vox doesn't actually want to be the voice of the people. Vox wants power. Vox wants you to worship him. And that's what makes it so sad. And we're like, not sad, but so ironic. And then he actively undercuts Charlie. Sinners can save their souls not by changing for redemption, like a little throwaway line where he's like, forget the Hazbin Hotel, but by taking over heaven. Like, he's trying to convince them that his way is the way, like any good cult leader would do.
They say hell's too populated, that's why they exterminate. We got the numbers, we got the thunder, let's annex their real estate. If you wanna see a new world, raise your fist and make some noise. Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice.
And here, he gets into the crowd and he talks to people. Look at him, he's interacting with the crowd. Look at them. He's doing like doors-to-door salesman pitches. He's holding babies. He's shaking hands. Vox is doing everything right. Everything right. And it just makes it more sad when all of his plans fall apart because freaking he's obsessed with Alistair. But he's great at what he does. And he has charisma to the max. To the max. Look at him, and he's encouraging the crowd. Raise your fist and make some noise. Hail Vox Pop. Like, they're joining in. It's so good. It's so good. Manifest destiny as long as you invest in me. Manifest destiny, another stolen phrase. If you don't know what that is, manifest destiny, I think originated from Thomas Jefferson. I could be lying to you, but it's an American thing. It's like manifesting destiny is like, and like stealing land, basically. But it's like, it's our God-given duty to take over this land. Like, we need to take over this land, you know? Like, it's part of our right as a country. That's what manifesting destiny was with the US. But here he's like, manifest destiny as long as you invest in me. Like, we can take over heaven if you follow me. It's so good.
Meanwhile, this king thinks all of us peasants should be satisfied with an endless existence of suffering. Tell me, hell, are you satisfied? Your wife knew it was wrong, Lou. Maybe that's why she ain't around anymore. Here it comes. Smite me. Silence me. That's all you angels know how to do.
He's reading Lucifer to filth. And Lucifer deserves it. He's the worst. Your wife knew it was wrong, Lou. Maybe that's why she's not around anymore. He's purposely taunting Lucifer because he wants Lucifer to strike him because he knows he can't. Vox, it's all mind games. It's all mind games. Vox wants to publicly show not only Lucifer being violent with him, but also that Vox is like greater than him in a sense. Like he doesn't tell the crowd that Lucifer can't hurt him. He just makes it seem like, oh, this is a me thing. Like he can't hurt me. And he calls him an angel. That's all you angels know how to do, because he's using the hate for Lucifer and equating it with the hate of the angels that exterminated them. He's like combining the enemies, making a common enemy, and he's like, let's get him. And it's so good. And it's so good. He says, they clipped your wings and chained you down here, but I got no chains on me. Who's with me? He's like, I'm obviously the better choice. He's positioning himself so much higher than Lucifer. And then this whole ending of the segment, they're just disrespecting Lucifer.
We'll direct our destinies as one nation under Vees. I love
And
it.
everyone's on his side now. Vox isn't even singing anymore. He's like, new realm, that's me. He's like, yes, he's just like, relishing. I love it. He's just relishing in the crowd that he's completely won over. They're calling him their charming leader because he is. He's so charming. He's so good at this. He's so good at this. And Alistair knows he's good at this, right? Which is why when Alistair breaks him down, he has to make it seem like Vox's charisma and social skills isn't an asset, right? Alistair constantly has to downplay him while uplifting the other V's, because that's the way to make him insecure, because he really is genuinely really good at this. Hell, Vox Populi. Everyone's on his side now. Vox Populi is so good. And as far as how necessary it is, it might be like the most necessary song. It shows Vox in all of his glory. And you really need that before his downfall. It really shows just how great and charismatic, and it shows how well written he is. And I don't know. It's just perfect, right? It's just a perfect song. I'm going to put it, I'm going to put it in S tier. Top of S tier. I'm going to put it top of S tier. That's what I've decided. Oh, maybe below the I Want song. But like, it really does a good job of characterizing Vox. It does just the best job. It's all of Vox's good attributes as a character in one song. And it's just really, really hitting. It hits. And then visuals. Obviously a very pretty song. And I'm going to talk a lot about Lucifer's part now, because they do all of this complex animation while managing him having 6 wings. He has 6 wings and it looks so good. Look at that weight. Look. Whoosh. And then, comes back up. It's so beautiful. I want to point out probably just 2 specific scenes. And one of which is obviously this crazy 3D, like rotating shot where, oh my goodness, this is insane. They're managing his wings. They're managing Vox. Look at him. And he's acting and lip singing while doing all of this. Oh my God, it looks so good. It just looks so good. And then obviously all of this looks really good, but I just want to point out that the dancers, one of them is like slightly off from the other ones to make it look like more organic, which looks so nice. The composition of this shot is also really good. How they're shrinking Lucifer down into the frame while making Vox bigger and taller. He just looks so good. I'm low-key so biased. But like the Lucifer part looks really good. Like all the effects on Lucifer's part look so good. Oh, and I also really like that you can see the 8. All the dancers are 10s besides one 8. She's the 8, obviously, because she's the only one that looks different. I think that's really funny. Flip the script. Look at his dance animation. They're eating this up. And there's so many characters moving in this one song. It's just so beautiful. So animation wise, I'm gonna say, is it better than Piss? I'm gonna say yes. Above Piss, below Gravity. How much I like it, you could probably tell by how much I've been glazing it this whole time. Vox Populi is my favorite song in the whole show. I love this song. And I hear a lot of people saying that they only like Lucifer's part. No, don't get me wrong. I like Lucifer's part too. It's really good. You're acting out like you want teachers' attention. Well, Vox's part is better. It makes the song. Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice. Manifest destiny as long as you invest in me, the rest will all fit into place. Like, I feel like if you don't love Vox Populi, you're not a theater kid. I think Vox Populi is a theater kid litmus test. Either you love it or you're not a theater kid. That's what I think. Top of S tier immediately. Love it so much. And I would be remiss to talk about Vox Populi without talking about Vox Die. Now, I saw somebody on TikTok ranking all of the songs and they put Vox Die last. They put it last. They put it in last place. They put it below. Like I didn't even want to name a song because Vox Die is so good that it's better than the vast majority of the songs. Am I crazy? I saw I was like, what in the world are we talking about right now? And I get it's only a minute long, but last place 20 out of 20. No. Anyway, let's get into the song. Oh, I should point out first, Vox Populi, Vox Die is a phrase. So Vox Populi means the voice of the people. Vox Die means is the voice of God, right? So the full saying is the voice of the people is the voice of God or something like that. And it's a slogan that basically means democracy. It's an early slogan for democracy. It's what the people vote on and what the people want. That's what the voice of God is. That's what God is calling for, right? God wants what the people want, basically. But here, Vox twists it. In Vox Populi, Vox is the voice of the people, which is why he's being charming and he's interacting with the crowd. And he's like, you need a new leader to handle these threats. And we all need to come together. I am the voice of the people. Now he's the voice of God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And that's what the song is. This is Vox being the voice of God. He's already gotten everybody on his side. And now he's once again common enemy right in front of him, pointing it out. And it doesn't help that they literally actually did try to apologize for genocide with gift baskets. Again, what Like You was showing Emily's can't read the room nature. But Vox is so right. He's this angel admits it. He successfully rage baited Sarah, just like how he successfully rage baited Lucifer. It's so good. She yelled at them. Sinners like you are why I allowed the exterminations in the first place. Not what she should have said. Great ammo for Vox to get even more people on his side. And now he's doing what it is that he really wants. He's declaring war on heaven. A holy war. So, and the difference between a regular war and a holy war is that A holy war is like, it's a war on like fundamental differences. You know, like you can't like really back out of it. It's not like there's nothing you can do that will make us stop, you know, which is just, it's awesome. And also holy war referencing the Bible or like religion.
I've woken up the people to the lies you angels tell. When we pay you a visit, we won't be bringing baskets. We'll be bringing decimation that'll put you in caskets.
You know, he's getting everybody on his side and we pay you a visit. Oh, it's so good. And now he's finally saying it. I'm the king of hell. Everyone's on his side now. I'm the king of hell now. I'll show you what that means.
I'll show you what it means to be the mother duckin' king of hell. 'Cause I'm the Führer. I'm immense.
'Cause I'm the Führer. Oh. And then he calls himself the Führer, which can either mean like the outbreak, I guess. Outbreak, I think, is the right word. But it's also what, you know, a certain German dictator called himself, which, again, yoinking his messages and his phrases from other people that came before him.
I am the avatar of your consequence.
Oh, I love this line. I am the avatar of your consequence. It's so good. It's so good. The angels did so much wrong. They exterminated, like, innocent. I would say innocent. I know they're in hell. I would say innocent because they didn't do anything to heaven. They exterminated innocent people for years. And Vox is channeling all of the hatred that the sinners have. I am the avatar of your consequence. Oh, so I'm your Omega. Biblical reference, not the Omega verse, guys. Very important. Omega means the end, right? Because like in a passage, God says, I'm your Alpha, your Omega. I'm your Alpha, your Omega, and everything in between. Oh, wait. Maybe that's Nicki Minaj. But anyway, it's a biblical reference. Omega means your end. I'm your end. I'm gonna end you. And he does this as he turns into an angel. It's so good. I'm the flood. Another biblical reference when freaking God flooded everything and killed everyone. Again, another like, I'm going to end you type phrase. I am the nightmare you made when you spilled our blood. The words. This song is so good. Somebody put this in last place. Somebody put this in last place, guys. I don't even know what to say. Someone put this 20. Someone put this under Speedrunch Redemption. No cower and hide, find a rope you can swing from. Go say your goodbyes, steer your lives, steer your kingdom. That's just an ego trip. He's just ego tripping out. And it's effective. They ran away. Not 20, bitch. Oh my God, it's so good. How necessary is this for the plot? Yes. Yes. It's so good. Oh, visuals. Guys, this song is my favorite visual-wise. It's not better than Gravity visual-wise, but it is my favorite. First off, he hits the Lilith, resist. So he's like channeling Lilith here. Oh, all the spotlights on him. Oh, it's so beautiful. And Shockwave. Look at Shockwave. He loves his daddy. Oh, look, everything's electrocuting. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and when it flashes, you can see the Omega symbol. That's so cool. Oh, and then this shot. Oh my God. I know if you didn't feel chills watching this episode, are you even human? Are you even alive if you didn't feel chills? Chills when you were watching this episode. Oh my God. Go say your goodbyes to your lives, to your kingdom. I don't even know what to say. He looks so good.
So cower and hide, find a rope you can swing from. Go say your goodbyes to your lives, to your kingdom.
And then he's like telling them to hang themselves. And then this 3D shot. So Shockwave. Okay, wait. Is Shockwave 3D or is he just moving on ones? He doesn't look 3D. He just looks like a PNG scrolling forward. But he is moving on ones. And then Vox's wings are definitely 3D. And they're moving on ones as well. And then Vox is moving on twos. Oh, look at all those wires hanging from his head. So much work. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. Lightning makes a smile on his mouth. Again, Tower of Babel in the back, reaching towards heaven. And again, can't be original to save his life. He's mimicking Sarah here. He's like, oh, you have an all-out firm with a bunch of eyes and wings? I can do that too. And then he does it, but he does it bigger and he does it better because he has Shockwave behind him. Oh, and again, all the angels positioned lower than him. He's always on top. Yes. Oh, love it. It looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Objectively, the animation isn't better than Gravity, so I'm not going to put it above it. But it is my personal favorite bit of animation in the whole show. And then Vox die. Yep, right there. Yes, sir. Right next to, well, it's not next to Populi, because I really do like Don't You Forget Reprise, but pretty much right next to Vox Populi, where it belongs. Hey guys, today 'tis a new day. I am filming this like a day or two after what you just saw, because I got tired. I was recording for 4 hours straight, and it was like midnight or like 1 a.m. So I took a break. But I am back and I am here to finish the 6 remaining songs. But first, I have a couple things I want to say. One, I recently started an art Instagram. If you want to follow me, you totally should. Link in the description. It's peak. There's Hazbin fan art on there and my OCs. So you should go check that out. But also, I had something that I wanted to add on about Vox Die. I forgot to mention the fact that the entire song Vox Die is once again another example of Vox not being original and stealing from those like above him, because the melody of Vox Die is the same melody at the beginning of Vox Populi, the one that Lucifer sings. Who's the motherfucking king of hell? Hell, 'cause I'm the serpent, I'm the flame. To be the mother ducking king of hell. Yeah, 'cause I'm the Führer, I'm immense. Like, it's the same melody. That's just so cool. Bro can't be original to save his life. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about Love in a Bottle. Yay! Okay, so plot-wise, Love in a Bottle is a big deviation from where the rest of the plot was. And it's even mentioned in the song itself when Husk is like, kinda feels like the wrong time to feel sorry for myself. He's like, everything's going like to poop. Maybe this isn't the right time for me to feel bad about myself, but he needs his escapism, or at least he thinks he does. So he goes back to what he knows, which is the casino. And just judging on the design and the fact that everything is cat themed, I assume this is Husk's old casino from when he was an overlord. This place hasn't changed a bit and all that. And I think that's a cute little bit of characterization for him. But Love in a Bottle is this season's Poison. It's focusing on one character and their self-destructive tendencies. So Poison was an upbeat pop song about How Angel puts up a facade to make his life seem less awful than it really is. And then Love in a Bottle is Husk's front, which is really cute. Well, not cute. It's bad. It's about alcoholism. By the way, it was so funny. Somebody on TikTok, by the way, TikTok is where media literacy goes to die. So if you ever want to meet any literate people, TikTok is not the place to go. But somebody made a comment and they were like, oh, they should make a reprise of Love in a Bottle the next season, but this time it should be about the negative effects of alcoholism. What do you think the actual song's about? Like, I haven't even gotten into dissecting the song yet because I feel like it's so obviously about the negative effects of alcoholism, like, and using it as a crutch and using it to numb the pain. Like, what else do you possibly think this song's about? Especially at the end, home in a bottle, numb in a bottle. I don't need nothing that's not from a bottle. Please be so for real with me right now. I'm not in the mood. The one thing I really like about the song is that it starts off slow, it starts off smooth, and then as soon as he gets a drink, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, it picks up, which is like symbolic of how Husk feels alive when he's in the casino, when he's drinking. And he knows this about himself. He knows it's an escape. He knows it's not good. I'm leaving behind all of the cares that I've been overthinking. He knows he's actively running away from his problems. And one of my favorite lines, diving in quicksands faster than sinking. He's doing whatever gives him the fastest gratification to numb all of his senses and all of his pain. And Husk is a very smart guy. He knows this, but he likes it. He likes the consistency that alcohol brings to him. And we really get into that when the whole scene turns neon and loser baby E.
Love is in the eyes of the beholder. Gin never lies or fucks you over. It goes down the same every time.
First of all, lyricism. But second of all, it's all about how alcoholism is predictable. The feeling of being numb is predictable. It never lies. It never F's you over. It's always there for you. Unlike people, unlike love. Who needs love when it comes in a bottle? So he's at an all-time high during the majority of the song. But then, as always, the house always wins. So Husk starts losing and losing and losing, and he finally admits to himself, can't have love when it comes in a bottle. This isn't love. He knows this isn't love. He knows this isn't his home. He knows this isn't right. But at the end, he still insists. Another round. This song isn't him trying to be better or get out of anything. It's just him indulging in his vices. Clean, straight. We learn a lot about clean, straight. We learn a lot about Husk. Really nice song. Plot relevance. For this season, this song could be cut, but for the overarching plot and thesis of Hazbin Hotel, which is redemption, we need to know what these characters' problems are. We need to know what their vices are. We need to know what troubles them, right? We needed to know all those things. We needed Poison, right? We needed to know all those things about Angel. So on his path to redemption, we address all of them. And so we need to know all this stuff about Husk. So on his path to redemption, we address all of them. So we do need to know all of this stuff. So I'm gonna give it A tier. I don't know if that's too high. And actually, I do want to switch some of these songs around. So maybe let me do that right now. I think Bad With Us needs to be higher immediately. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think I just wanted to make that one change. And then Visuals. Ooh, Love in a Bottle has some of just the best visuals. Just like Loser Baby, it looks so nice. This song is so fluid in its animation. It's kind of like Gravity in a way, where just like everything is so good that like it's hard for me to like point out a part where I'm like, this is it. This is the part where it really ups the ante. They animate Husk's anger so well. And these are just like some of the most interesting compositionally made shots I've seen in this show. They're just really cool to look at. And the whole ending, home in a bottle, numb in a bottle, it's so smooth, it looks so good.
Home in a bottle, numb in a bottle. I don't need nothing that's not from a bottle. Another round.
The colors are beautiful. The Loser Baby, casino, neon lights, aesthetic part, sliding background is so beautiful. Love the Huskettes, the girls singing in the background. Actually, I think they're not all girls, but the characters singing in the background. As far as animation goes, I'm going to put it in A tier, right below once we get up there, I think. Because it's just really good, consistent, fluid animation. There's no like really wow parts, like no like crazy, insane 3D background shots. Besides, I guess, when the bottle turns. But do I want to change any of these while I'm at it? Any of the other placements for the animation? I think I'm going to move Clean It Up, just because the style change is really cool. I think I'm going to move Don't You Forget up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then how much I like the song? S tier. Obvious S tier. And I feel like I can hear you guys complaining in the comments. Lena, everything can't be S tier. Who said? Right, this is my list. Okay? This is my list and I can do what I want. Next is You're living for the rush, for that royal flush, but the next best thing will do. So, plot-wise, in universe, this song is, what's it called? Diegetic? Is that right? It's when the song is actually in universe. Like, Angel is actually singing this song on a stage to the inhabitants of the casino. So generally, this is just a drag performance, right? Angel is singing in this casino and she's singing about, and yes, she's a drag queen right now. She's a she. And she's singing about waiting for Lady Luck, you know, how like you just keep on losing, but you still hold out hope for Lady Luck and that your losing streak will end and that you'll get a win. And so narratively, or not narratively, but like in the context of the show, Angel is just singing a song to this group of people, right? But narratively, Angel is singing this song to herself and she's singing this song directly to Husk, right? I think the part that applies to both of them is just like the concept of waiting for better days to come. Both of them are in awful situations. This is more of a parallel to Loser Baby, while Love in a Bottle was more of a parallel to Poison. But this is just saying we're both waiting for better for ourselves, right? Which is not ironic, but like it's purposeful that this happens right after Husk's song about like deteriorating and giving in to all that's bad, right? While at the same time, Angel is doing something that it seems she genuinely enjoys, which is drag and performances. But a lot of this really does seem to be speaking to Husk specifically. And I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but like, is this like foreshadowing that something bad's gonna happen to Husk? Because like, you play your final ace for a pretty face, tastes like scotch and cigarettes.
I can't hit these notes, I won't even try. Blake Roman is the best.
Angel has a pretty face that tastes like scotch and cigarettes. And Husk has cards. He has freaking aces up his sleeves. He's a magician. And like it just kind of like almost makes me feel like Husk is gonna sacrifice himself for Angel eventually. And I don't know how many times they're going to do the sacrificing thing, because they already did it with Sir Pentious sacrificing himself for Cherry. So I don't know if they're gonna do that exactly again. But it kind of sounds like, I don't know, Husk, like something bad's gonna happen to Husk if you read into this literally. But in general, I think this song is just about waiting for better days and how it's like Loser Baby. They're both in bad situations. But they should both keep trying and wish for better days to come. So yeah, I mean, I feel like narratively, like it really depends on how you read this song, right? And it depends on what happens in the future. Like this could be really big plot wise, or it could be like, it could just be a song, you know? So like, could Losing Streak be cut? Yeah, I guess. So it makes me want to put it in one of the bottom 3 tiers, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in C tier for plot relevance, just because like, I'm not so sure I'm reading it correctly. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna have to put it for now, because I'm not quite sure where it's going to lead. But visuals, this song is very pretty. It's very Jessica Rabbit. Look at that little shoulder shimmy there. Listen for her song. Oh, so pretty. And oh, she just slides around the room. And I love the whole pull and push thing that's going on here. Like, Angel seduces the customer, brings them in, like makes you think, oh, you want me, but then immediately does something degrading. You can't have me. Oh, it's so pretty. I should stop saying visuals, because if it was just based off how good things looked, obviously all of these things would be S tier. It really is animation that I'm judging on. Like, complexity of animation is what this tier is judging. So unfortunately, Losing Streak doesn't have like complex animation in the slightest, really. So I am gonna put it in C tier, but like it pains me. It really does. And then how much I like it, obvious S tier. I'm gonna put it above Love in a Bottle. It flip-flops. It depends on my mood. I'm gonna put Losing Streak above Love in a Bottle today. That's the mood I'm feeling right now. Okay, and now Easy. Easy's really like easy to dissect, I think. There's not really much to talk about. Charlie has been doing destructive tendencies the entire season. And she realized her mistakes and that she was in the wrong, and she is confiding in Vaggie here, and she's literally breaking down. Like, she is on the verge of a panic attack. And so to stop Charlie from going to a place like emotionally, like a state of no return, Charlie's like, shut up. Charlie's like, not Charlie. Vaggie's like, wait, you need to relax. Like, we need to, like, she gives her a healthy dose of escapism, because Charlie is about to lose her mind. And it's been building all season, even starting last season. Charlie's mental health is awful. Vaggie in this situation is like, okay, stop. Let's not keep going down this road. Let's focus on you and me right now. You need time, like a mental break. This is what this song is. Just be with me. Just love me. I love you. I'm here for you. Let's get, let's get a little freaky in the sheets and we will deal with this together because I love you. I mean, that's what the song's about. It's a breather. It's a nice breather for Charlie. I hate when people say that Vaggie and Charlie have no chemistry. What are we talking about? What? Like, I feel like they have so much chemistry. Like, every time it's a scene with just the two of them, they have chemistry. Am I crazy? I mean, I feel like you guys just don't like pre-existing ships. I feel like, and I understand, like, obviously watching a ship unfold is more entertaining, which is why, like, Husker Dust is more fun to watch than Shaggy. But they are so cute. Vaggie so clearly loves her. She's the light of her life. And, like, it's just so cute. And their interactions are genuinely good. Like, they act like a couple that's been together for a while, but they're still lovey-dovey. I don't know. I feel like they have plenty of chemistry, and this song, they certainly have lots of chemistry. Like, they're each other's rock. It's just it's so sweet to see. How necessary is this for the plot? For Charlie's plot, very necessary. Very necessary. Charlie needed a break. Charlie needed time to pause and to stop thinking, actually, and just be in a moment. And so I think this song is really important narratively for Charlie. I'm going to say it's like a similar amount of important as Love in a Bottle is and Sarah's Confession is. So I'll just put it like smack dab in between those two. Actually, I'll put it right here. Yeah, A tier. And then visuals. I mean, it's so pretty. Look at Vaggie. It's so fluid. Hey, Vaggie, when Vaggie get all that? Yeah. They're animating their chemistry so well. People are crazy. I don't understand people. Look at them. They're animating the look of love just so well here. Charlie is physically moving away from Vaggie as she pulls herself deeper and deeper into her self-destructive thoughts.
Shut up, you know that I love you.
We can get through this together. First, it's like, shut up. Don't think about it right now. The second part is, shut up. We can do this together. You don't have to do this alone. And Charlie keeps thinking that she has to do things alone this season. She keeps ignoring Vaggie's assistance. And finally here, she's accepting it and everything's working out so much better. I love Charlie's facial animation here. Everything gets dark until Vaggie physically pulls her out of it. Their dance is so cute. And I heard that these are like positions. That's so clever. Oh, the dance animation is so cute here. Oh, and they're so in love. Guys, they are so in love. Animation wise, A tier right there. And then how much I like this song. I wish I liked this song more than I do, honestly. Maybe I just have to listen to it more. And I know a lot of people really, really love this song. And that's great. I like Hazbin Guarantee more than it. I'm going to be honest. I know, right? I feel like that's objectively wrong, but like, I just don't like it that much. Or like, I guess I don't like it as much as I feel like I should like it. Brighter, brighter than the heavens and the skies above. Ooh, brighter, going supernova, all the eyes look up. Brighter. As you can guess, we're doing Brighter now. Brighter is the song that if you can't pick up on subtext of what Vox's whole shtick is, Brighter just feeds it to you. You know, if you didn't understand that Vox is an egomaniac, if you didn't understand Vox's crazy charisma stats, if you didn't understand that Vox uses people to get to the top. If you didn't understand that Vox only covets what he sees, like he sees somebody doing better than him and he's like, I want that. If you didn't understand all these things that fundamentally make up Vox, which are shown continuously throughout the show, if you didn't understand that Vox copies people, he always copies other people. If you didn't understand all that, Brighter feeds it to you. Directly. And so it's really nice. So immediately you see Vox here. When he's in front of the cameras, when he's doing his job, he's happy. But as soon as the lights get off of him, and look, these cameras move and they shine a brighter light. Look how much brighter this light is. It's so sparkly. They shine a brighter light on these two people. And now Vox is like, wait, that should be me. And so this dummy goes and kills the guy. And not only does he kill him, but he steals his suit. This is exactly what Vox does. He cosplays the people he steals from. Just like how when he was mimicking Sarah, he turned himself into an angel. You know, he puts on the costume of who he wants to be. That's why I bet he wears that freaking suit so he looks more like Alistair. And he got rid of his sweater vest. That's what I think. And what I think is really interesting is Vox isn't shown once like truly happily working with other people in this song. Like that girl, he kicked her out of the way. And so I really want to know more about Vox's backstory, but while he was in hell, I want to know what gravitated him towards the Vees and what made him think, I actually do want a partnership. I do want companionship of people that are on, Vox doesn't think of the Vees as equal, but like a similar level, like he wants associates. I just wonder when he made that switch. But anyway, steals the guy's clothes, has shiny lights on him now, but oh no, what's that? A brighter light. Somebody has a brighter light than me. Oh no, this guy. And he has a live studio audience. Guess what? Time to die. And again, he steals the guy's clothes. He steals his clothes. I think that's so funny. I love the animation here. Eyes look up. And all of these flashing lights are on him now. And he used his charm and charisma. Look at the people in the crowd. They're in love with him. They love him. And he used his charm and charisma to get on the producer's good side. So he's publicly thanking them. I would like to thank my producers for getting me this far. Now he wants to be a freaking producer. Yeah, he's so freaking predictable. Look at him killing his producers. Such a dummy. And this is just a montage of him sabotaging all these other people's shows to get the camera back on him. And you can progressively see him getting older as well, which is cool. He gets what he wants and he disposes of people. That's his pattern. That's what he does. And now he's his cult leader self. And it's really cool. All of his like shark theming, I guess. Not only does he have a shark pin on his shirt, because at the beginning he had a fish pin. So he graduated from the fish to the shark, but he has all of his followers standing in a pool of water. It's so cultish. Baptized into an era, he keeps using biblical references even in life. And he's physically stomping on people to get up to the top. He stomps on Charlie, Lucifer, and Alistair. As for how relevant this is for the plot, like this is the plot. Brighter is the plot, I fear. I'm gonna put it's either right above or right below Vox Die, I fear. Because Vox is the plot. So this is just explaining all of Vox's motives. I'm gonna put it below Vox Die just because, like, if you really thought about it, you could have concluded everything they show you in Brighter, but it's really nice to have it all written out for you there in your face. And then for the animation, oh, it's so pretty. I love this scene. Oh, flash frame, impact. Oh, look at that turn. And then here, every scene with him attacking someone looks awesome. And then this rotation.
Going supernova, all the eyes look up.
I love that scene. I love how fluid and I love how they animate him singing.
Brighter than the heavens and the skies above.
And his dancing, his freaking K-pop dancing. Oh, it just looks so good. And then when he gets like killed, or like right before he gets killed even, his face flashing on the TV looks awesome. And then, oh, his death frame. And just like the frame showing that everybody else died too because they got electrocuted in the water. He took everyone with him. That's probably why Vox was, well, I assume Vox would be fairly powerful as soon as he gets to hell because he took all his followers with him. It's really cool. So pretty. I love how they animate his cape as well. And he's putting wings behind him once again. Bro really thinks he's a god. And when I forgot to mention during the plot relevance part, that like obviously throughout the song, you can verbally hear him upgrading. Trust us with your weather, trust us with your news, trust us with your entertainment, trust us with your network, trust us and with your lives, basically. And your lives will be brighter. Just so cool. So anyway, visual wise, I'd say it's definitely S tier. Is it above or below Piss is my question. Is it above Vox Populi also? In visuals? I don't know. Vox Populi looks really good. I'm going to put it above Piss, below. No, I'm going to put it below Piss. No, I'm going to put it above. And then how much I like it? Brighter, brighter than the heavens and the skies above will shine. You know what? I'm going to move Sarah's Confession and Piss down to A tier. Just because I feel like there are too many S tiers. And then I'm going to move Brighter to an S tier. Right above Vox Die. Okay. Live to Live. Plot-wise. Dare I say, most important song in the show. Because this song really encapsulates the main thesis of Hazbin Hotel, which is redemption. Anyone can be redeemed. Whether you believe that or not, Charlie is the glue that holds the show together. And Charlie's thesis is that everyone can be redeemed. And so the show runs on the belief that everyone can be redeemed. And people that complain about the cheesy bits in Hazbin Hotel, I think don't understand that. Like, Hazbin Hotel isn't a show about war. It isn't a show about fighting angels. It's a show about redemption. It's a show about hitting rock bottom and getting back up, which is, you could say, a juvenile, naive concept. So the songs are going to be juvenile, naive, very positive, very pure. And I feel like people don't really get that. And Live to Live really encapsulates the message of the show. Sir Pentious is speaking to Sarah here on a human level. Sarah's like, how are humans capable of such atrocities? And how can they be redeemed when they do such horrible things? Which is a parallel to the fact that Sarah commanded genocide, which is a horrible thing. And now she's seeking redemption, right? So she's kind of using the humans as an analogy for herself. Like, if these people can do awful things and be redeemed, how can I, now that I know I've done an awful thing, how can I be redeemed? And Sir Pentious just drops a whole bunch of wisdom all over her. He starts by saying humans are afraid. All of us, all the time.
Humans are afraid. All of us, all the time. Mortality's a blade, swinging with no reason, no rhyme.
You're willing to do anything, do any sin to any man, just so you can live. And that's exactly the mindset Sarah was operating on. Well, we don't know how serious Lilith's uprisings were. Hopefully we learn much more about Lilith in the next season. But hell wasn't going to defeat heaven. Hell wasn't going to defeat heaven. They just weren't. There was no good reason. There is never a good reason for genocide, but in this case, there really was not a good reason for genocide, right? Sarah was operating purely based off of fear. Fear that they might uprise and that they might hurt her people, right? So her and humans operate based off of the same cardinal fears. They want to live. They want to thrive. But then Sarah rightfully is like, okay, but Serpentius, you had fear. You feared your death. And in the face of danger, you were brave and you sacrificed yourself to save those you cared about. How did you do it? And then, callback to It Starts With Sorry is also the freaking thesis of this show. So it's amazing that they call back to it. Again, this is their second time referencing it again. That just shows you how big of a song It Starts With Sorry really is. But he says it starts with sorry. It starts with recognizing that you were wrong. It starts with Charlie. It starts with reaching out. Serpentius made mistakes and he learned from Charlie that you can be better than those mistakes. And that's what he's spreading that wisdom on to Sarah now. This is the thesis of the show, guys. Hazbin Hotel is this song. If you don't like this song or like the message this song gives, then you don't like the show. And that's okay. But Hazbin Hotel, for all its edgy humor and edgy character designs, is My Little Pony in disguise. And I love it. And I love it. And that's great. Sarah realizes she has to earn her own redemption. She has to actively go out of her way to make things right. She can't keep hiding. She can't keep all of this inside herself forevermore, which is what she's been doing. She has to plan a future, plan a better tomorrow, a better her, and she has to work towards it. She doesn't want to be the cause of somebody else's fear. She doesn't want to be the reason somebody has to fight to live. You know, she wants peace. So it's just so great. She wants her own redemption and she wants peace. This is the most important song in the show. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. Songs like this, songs like It Starts With Sorry, are the most important songs in the show because they directly tackle how one redeems themselves, at least in the framework of this show. It's just so important. Number one. And then visuals, this is a very pretty song, especially this part here.
Something had changed in you deep within. How does a guilty soul shed their sin? It starts with sorry.
Oh, blink, blink. It's so cute. And then they have their little waltz moment. 360 galore, spindle horse, I see you. And then just them twirling around in the sky is so cute as well. More 360s. It's so pretty. I'd say visually, I'm going to put in A tier somewhere. A tier below once we get up there. That's what I've decided. And then how much I like the song? I like the song. I'm going to put it in B tier. Below Clean It Up, above Bad With Us. And I know that seems kind of low, and it is kind of low, but I do like the song, I really do. It's just there are other songs I like more, I guess, is the only thing to say about that. But yeah, really great song, needed song for the show. When I think about the future, okay, this is a hefty one, so buckle up, Buttercup. So this is their song before the battle. This song just describes where everyone's headspace is before moving into the final episode and reestablishing the wants of these characters. So when Charlie looks into the future, she sees a better place where everyone is safe and can coexist. When Vaggie looks into the future, she sees her happily living with Charlie. And that's really nice. I feel like a lot of people are like, Vaggie's whole character is loving Charlie. And I feel like you could say that about like Garnet from Steven Universe as well, but I feel like there's similar things, right? Because the environment, it seems, that Vaggie grew up in with like Lute and Adam is like being a lesbian is wrong, similar to Garnet. So her being able to live happily with the person she loves, that's her dream. And I feel like that's a fine dream to have, guys. Okay, let Vaggie chill. I love Baxter's voice, by the way. If we plot the right maneuvers, it sounds so good. I love it. And blow up any to invite us. This is similar to Hazbin Guarantee, where everybody gets their own little parts to interject and reestablish their wants and their character, and it's really cute. Emily providing her full support, everybody in a good mood. And then it cuts to Vox doing, once again, a reprise. Bro can't be original. I mean, I guess it's a reprise of his song, but still, he has to steal his own ideas too. Shameful. But it's a reprise of Once We Get Up There. And now he's like, once I get up there, the one and only true God.
Soon I'll be up there, the one and only true God. No more playing house, once they're devout, I won't need a squad.
This is showing that Alistair has successfully ripped Vox away from his support system, I suppose, and isolated Vox, right? Vox truly believes he doesn't need the Vees anymore at this point, and he's just using them like he used to do, like in Brighter, showing off how egotistical he is once again, and how much he needs Alistair's validation. Alistair says anything, he stops what he's doing immediately and has to confront him.
Once I get up there,
You will fuck it up.
Just watch.
You'll never fill your cup.
Val, don't be dramatic. He's just a man.
I love Valentino's part. It's my favorite part. It's the part I made the cover in the tier list. Val, don't be dramatic. He's just a man. This is just showing how the other Vees feel about this situation. And it's really nice. It foreshadows the fact that they're not planning on cutting Vox off. They're like, he's being a jerk right now. Once we win, we'll talk to him. It really shows that they think of Vox as their friend that's just like going through a tantrum at the moment. And they're like, but they never have any plans of betraying him, which I think is really cute. I love Lucifer's part. I love that the only thing he's worried about is how Charlie feels about the situation. He doesn't think the sinners can hurt him. He's not worried about anything. The only thing he ever worries about is Lilith and Charlie. So he's just like, Charlie's gonna be so mad. That's his only concern. How'd I get stuck in this scary box? Lucifer, Vox told you his whole plan about how you got stuck in that scary box. Short-term memory loss is Lucifer's biggest weakness. Gravity reprise. Lute's still mad, wants to kill everyone. Adam's still unsure, sets up when they flip the script in Hear My Hope. Oh, and then the best part of the song, Sarah's part. I love Sarah's voice. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And Sarah's part is just about how she's just worried about how the day will go. That's about it, you know. Very good song, very good at just like telling us where everybody's minds are before the big fight. I'd say top of A tier, honestly. Important song, gets everybody's bearings in order, does a nice job. Visuals, there's nothing really, it's kind of like Hazbin Guarantee, where there's just like so much, like the song's so long that they don't have time to like have any like spectacular visuals, although I do like when Vox does his little spin. And I like when when Val is like up against the wall. Lucifer's animation is always good, like his facial animation. And then of course Lute shows up, so she looks better than everybody freaking else. And then Breaking of the Dawn, when it does a close-up of Sarah's face, is so pretty.
And I try to still my heartbeat for the breaking of the dawn.
I'd say in between, I'd say right above Bad With Us and C tier, just as far as animation goes. And then how much I like the song. If you plot the right maneuvers, we'll chart a course to win. I really love Baxter's part. Like, it scratches my brain in the perfect way. And I love Sarah's part at the end. The breaking of the dawn. I'm gonna put it in B tier right here, just for how much I like it. There's just like so much going on. It's such a long song, it's hard to like narrow it down. Ugh, finally. Finally! I'm almost done, guys. The last song, Hear My Hope. And this one is very easy to explain because it's the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic song. Yay! Okay. I wouldn't necessarily call this song Friendship is Magic. Like, the first half of Friendship is Magic, but the main point of this song is that when hell comes together, they can do big things, which is like the point of the whole season, right? When all of hell came together and backed Vox, they shot a hole through heaven. And when all of hell came together and supported Charlie, they destroyed the bomb that was going to kill all of them. Like, and it just goes to show that when hell rallies together under the rule of Vox, it's for Vox's personal gain. When hell rallies together under the guidance of Charlie, it's for the benefit of everyone. So this is more like community is magic than friendship is magic, I suppose, because Valentino and Velvet join in as well, which I think is really funny. But there are two like special parts of this song, one of which is Abel finally growing a backbone.
I'm supposed to do something. Am I supposed to do something? Remember me for centuries. We could be immortal, just not for long.
This is just Abel coming into his own, because the whole show, Abel's been very moderate, I guess. He's just been like, I don't have any opinions, do whatever you want. Like when he was in the meeting with Sarah, he was like, I don't really want to fight anyone, but they did kind of kill my dad, so whatever you want, I'm okay with. And then later, when Emily and Lute were fighting about what to do, Abel was like, you both make good points. And they were like, no, she doesn't. So Abel needed to come into his own, gain his own opinion on things, and he finally decided that he thinks that Lute is in the wrong and that fighting is not necessary, which, good on you, Abel. And then the other special part of this song is, why don't you help them, you double-dealing manipulator? And this part is a lot more interesting to me because, well, one, which isn't that interesting. It shows that Alistair could not care less about any of these people. He's not going to help unless he has to. We already knew that. What matters more to me is, why does Rosie care about this hotel so much? Why does Rosie care about this hotel so much? I need to know immediately. Like, everybody's theorizing that she has some sort of connection to like Lilith or Eve, and that's why. But like, I really don't know. Like, maybe she sold her soul to one of them. No clue why she cares about this hotel so much. But it's just so interesting that she's willing to make a deal with Alistair in order to protect the hotel. I'm not positive what their deal is, but I assume it's just like, if you help them, I'll fix your cane and your chest, right? Because when Alistair walks back out after this part of the song, his cane is fixed. So that's all I'm assuming their deal is. Maybe their deal was bigger. And you can really see how Rosie feels about Alistair. Like, when she owned him, she was all smiles and like, oh, you're my pet. But now that he broke free, she's frowning. A snake like you really are a demon pet. Like, she She does not like him. They both don't like each other. I think that's so iconic. And then Velvet and Val join in, primarily because they don't want to die, but also because they can spin this later, like they do when they're like, Valentino saved all of us. Vox? I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. So yeah, a cute, nice conclusion song. How relevant is it for the plot? Community. You know, community. Community's important. I'm gonna say it's S tier, bottom of S tier. Pretty important song. Animation. The animation in this song looks really good. It's really fluid. The fight between Lute and Vaggie looks awesome. And then Abel's animation looks really cool as well. And when he summons his inner Adam, that's really cute. And I love when Rosie and Alistair are having their little thing. The scene like goes back to Alistair's like shed or whatever. Like it transitions back to his house. No idea what this symbolizes really, but I'm sure it symbolizes something. Like maybe they're just going back to when they made their first deal because like they're making a new one. I'm not positive. And I also like that it shows who does and doesn't have magic. Obviously the overlords and ex-overlords have magic. Like Angel, Baxter, Cherry, Vaggie, they don't have magic of this kind. And then there's a really fun rotation shot showing off every single character together. Really pretty explosion at the end. Pretty song. S tier, above Brighter, below Vox Populi. And then how much I like it? It's good. I'm gonna put it in C tier right below Easy. Just because like it doesn't really stand out to me. I know a lot of people really love Abel's part, and Abel's part is the best part of the song. But let it echo. Maybe I just need to hear it a few more times. But yeah, at the moment, I think I'm happy, or maybe above Easy. But at the moment, I think I'm happy with where that is right now. Oh, we did it. Oh my goodness, guys. That took forever. No idea how long this video is going to be, although I already edited the songs I did before this cut. So I already know it's going to be over 2 hours long. My bad, guys. My bad. I'm so happy you explored this journey with me. Let's get a final look at all of the tier lists. This is the plot. This is the animation. And this is the, like, just how much I like it. If you enjoyed this video, you should subscribe because I might make more of them. So yeah. Bye.